the other team in their yards after catch and yards after contact. So it's going to be a interesting night to see, but I think it'll be a good week of football, and ready to see our guys respond to all the things that have kind of gone on the past few weeks.
Yes, sir. And you kind of hit on the head with what I was going to talk about with our offensive keys to the game, which is going to be the run game. Now, we've talked about the two-headed monster for the last few weeks, and obviously having Javian and Xavion healthy is going to be a really big thing tonight. But at the same time, we've also found two other running backs in Jalen Smith and Braden McKnight who are going to tote the rock, and those four guys are going to be key tonight to take the pressure off of Larson, keep us ahead of the sticks, and be able to lead us toward a victory this evening against Madison County. Now, Coach, I obviously want your feedback on that as well, but as we both notice here from our side of the field, we do have the color guard getting ready at midfield. I believe that we are about to have to pause on this really quickly for the national anthem, which is going to be done a little bit earlier tonight, and then we'll come back, Coach, and I'd love to hear your take on that four-headed monster that we're going to have in the backfield, and hoping for the best to make Larson's life a little bit easier tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you will pause with us, we are going to have the national anthem.
And those who support our freedom at home and abroad. The anthem will be performed by the Madison County High School Marching Band.
Thank you for pausing with us there. Obviously, they did the national anthem here a little bit earlier than we do at Ardmore without the teams on the field. But, Coach O'Donnell, like I said, I wanted to pass this over to you. We obviously talked about, like I said, the two-headed monster of our running game, but we have having to show depth the past few weeks, obviously with Javian missing a game against Fairview and not having some success with Xavion like he had early in the year. It's allowed for Jalen and Braden McKnight to be able to get some carries in some meaningful quarters of football, and so I think all four of them tonight and our run game as a whole are going to be key if the Tigers are going to come out of Gurley with a victory this evening.
Oh, it's no doubt. Again, we've talked, we said a little bit about Madison County's injuries. We've got some injuries. You're to that time of the year where, everybody's hurt. I mean, you got guys hurt, you got guys banged up, and so when you can really just bring in other guys, like we said, Javian missed a game. That's 1 week that he did not take a beating. And then you get Jalen, who, the first couple weeks was kind of, mainly a defensive guy. He didn't take as many hits. Xavion, he so we got a bunch of guys that are, you would hope are healthy and fresh and have not taken as many hits. And
we're going to go to video here real quick on Javian, Coach, as you talked about him. And what do you see here in these first couple of clips that just show how key he's going to be this evening to our run game?
No, you can see in these videos he's got great vision. He does a really good job of being able to get behind his blockers and follow them, and just kind of letting the play develop. Not just getting the ball and running, but being able to have the vision to see where he needs to bounce to, and so it's and then you kind of go through and you see him being able to break tackles. He doesn't get hit and fall down. He falls forward, he breaks tackles, and just his elusiveness as he does that. And then at the end, he just kind of, the agility that he has, you don't see that a lot. You got a guy like that can do that, and then you bring in Jalen, who is just a pounder. But you can see through these videos just what Javian brings to the table, and so we're going to really have to be able to do that tonight. We're going to have to be able to run the ball and establish the run, and then early on it may not be working, but you're going to have to go back to it and really lean into it tonight, and hopefully wear down this Madison County team as you can see. Just the way he's ran the ball all year. You're hoping he can do that tonight, as well as whether it be Jalen, whether it be Braden, whether it be Xavion. So we kind of got the game plan, I feel like, and have a good idea of what we're going to do. And then when it allows, we know Caden's willing and a good enough quarterback to where he's going to be able to make some throws. You saw that last week with Jacob. Just the touch he had on that ball. They're going to try to make him do that tonight, and I think they have belief in him, like I think we do as well, and that he's going to be able to do that. So that's going to be key as well as our captains come out. And we'll kind of let you name off the captains and kind of talk about what they're going to have to play in the role to tonight's game.
Yes, sir. So the Ardmore Tigers have taken the field. They are to our left. So we are facing the home press box, opposite view. They are to our left. We have our captains at the 50-yard line. Captains going left to right from me and Coach O'Donnell. Number 75, Will Seabolt. Number 14, Logan Newman. Number 70, Landry Rubley. And number 67, Braden Billions. I don't think it's any surprise right here by Coach Snyder. 3 out of our 4 captains tonight are offensive linemen. They are going to pave the way for that run game to allow them to be successful this evening. And without these three seniors, let alone just 3 offensive linemen, but 3 senior offensive linemen, they are going to look to set the tone early. Be interested to see what we do here with the coin flip. The last couple times that we've won, we have wanted the ball. Be interested to see if that's what Coach Snyder does again this evening, or whether we decide to defer to the second half. We are currently waiting on Madison County. They are just now coming out of the field house. It looks like they may have all of their seniors out here as captains, but we will let you guys know who are the official 4 captains to be able to make the call on the coin toss. Coach O'Donnell, I'm not going to lie to you right now. I sat here and did this whole segment. If we look to our right over here, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if those are flashlights or if that is they are tossing batons with fire on them. I thought I saw that during their halftime ceremony for Madison County. They performed it pregame, obviously, because it's homecoming. But, Coach, I'm sorry. I just went full ADD moment right there because I saw fire being tossed up above the fence over here, and that is something else, and they are walking. It doesn't seem to faze Madison County's football team. But let me tell you what, it is impressive. Coach, do you think that you could toss a baton with fire on it up and catch it without burning yourself?
Well, I wouldn't try it. I barely. You should see me try to walk down the stairs at our football games. So I'm not going to try to throw fire and catch it. I know where to draw the limits, and that is definitely where I draw the limits. But hey, I think they did a really good job. So props to them. I think they did a really good job with it. Didn't like they dropped it many times. So kudos to them on being able to do that.
Yes, sir. And obviously we are going to have captains here for Madison County. Number 28, Hayden Brannon. Number 27, Sergio Chavez. And then number 52, Coach, I'm going to be honest with you, they do not have a 52 on the roster that I was given, but that doesn't shock me. Having worked in the Madison County school system for so long and having played Madison County every year, they'll keep a player to be named later out there. So I'm not even going to – in my mind, I feel like it has to be number 51, Lorenzo Kennemer. But at the same time, I am not 100% sure, so I'm not even going to bother to call out that name. But we are going to head down to the field. It looks like a very well-known baseball umpire, Mr. Chuck Tanini, is down there on the right-hand side. I don't know who the referee is tonight, but Chuck looks like he's going to be the head linesman, so we'll see what's going on down here. Your Tigers are going to call the toss tonight as the visiting team in white, black helmets, black numbers. It does look like Madison County won the toss. We will see. Your Tigers are going to be defending, going the right-hand side end zone. Madison County won the toss. They elected to receive, so that is good news for the Tigers. We will get the ball coming out of halftime, which is, I believe, how we had it the first couple games of the year when we had some success. And so I hope that means we can start fast and then start even faster as we get into that second half here. But here we go. Both teams are making their way. Madison County making their way to their inflatable, and your Tigers making the way to the sign. And here we go. The band is cranked up, and here come the field. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field, your Ardmore Tigers this evening. Here we go. Coach O'Donnell, beautiful night for football, and I'm really looking forward to getting the ball kicked off here in Gurley this evening. I am.
I'm very excited. I was able to look down there and see Coach Wells. If we do get him panned to him, he did not eat a Waffle House before he came here. Now, it looks like, based on his call sheet tonight, it is a Waffle House menu with the size of it, but he said he decided he was going to do a new one, had to go to Staples to get a special made sheet for that. So he's down there holding it, and I think he's going to have to hold it with two hands tonight. But, yeah, like you said, really, really excited. This is a great view out here. You got the mountains kind of behind you, the sunset. It's really nice. It looks like a great night for football. We finally got the rain from the week kind of tapered off, and we're ready to go. These guys look fired up. We got the fans in the stands ready to go. Excited to do another game with you this week and to get rolling.
Yes, sir. And, I mean, to be honest with you, the way the last couple of weeks have gone, it may take something where we may have to go scattered, smothered, chunk, dice, whatever it may be to get this victory tonight, and that's okay. And obviously, Coach, I know that Coach Wales has come down in our hallway, and there's been rumors of some Gordon Ramsay-esque type goings-on in the hallway. So maybe that's where he's taken the inspiration from tonight. But you love to see a little bit of a change-up. Obviously, some things have gone well the first few weeks, some things have not. But, again, Coach, thankful to be here with you this evening. Thank you, everybody, for joining us both on Facebook and YouTube this evening for a beautiful night of football. Gabe Alejandro will do the kicking for your Tigers, going to our right to left, going left to right from the home press box. Back deep to receive for Madison County, you have number 2, Braden Cross. Coach, and I believe that is number 22, Ethan King, who is next to him. But I will confirm that. We'll see. Alejandro's kick goes deep. It is going to Cross. He fields it, drops it at about the 10-yard line, and here we go. We are underway. Cross is going to be brought down. Looks like number 14, Logan Newman, Coach, is going to bring him down about the 28-yard line. Newman is going to be a key to the game tonight for our Tigers defense. And here we go defensively for your Tigers. Let's look at those starting lineups, Coach. On our D-line, we have Landon Combs, Aiden Ellis, and Lucas Green. At linebackers, we have Austin Kanzler, Tyler McKnight, Azriel Young, AZ Lozano. New name out there this evening, one Xavion Hawthorne on defense. Your safeties, Newman and Ronnie Pilot, and your corners, Caden Kyle and Dayton Brummett. Back deep to pass, number 17, Micah Woodall. And, Coach, it looked like Caleb Harbin let that ball hit him in the hands, and he dropped it on purpose. We thank him for his duties that he just did to Ardmore right there, because I don't know what happened in our secondary.
No, that was a really good throw by their quarterback, just like we had a busted coverage, and was very fortunate right there. So now they're, second down, second and long right here. You hate to kind of want to make a call for them, but it looks like they're probably going to run it on second down. So need to get them really backed up on this third down and hopefully get them corralled.
Yes, sir. 17 gets the ball, and it goes to number 4, Keonta Hill. And, Coach, we talked about him in the pregame, tackled by number 9, Azriel Lozano, but Keonta looks like a pulling guard running that ball, and he runs with some malice of forethought north and south.
He does. And that sucker, he doesn't tire. I mean, he may tire out, but within a play or two, he's back on the field, and he runs, and he can go. We got a big 3rd and 4 right here. Look for maybe Xavion right here. Kind of new to the defense.
Hill is met at the line of scrimmage. Coach, great job right there by number 14, Logan Newman, number 77, Landon Combs, getting in the backfield, and that's going to bring up 4th and 3. And, Coach, we're in a difficult spot of the field, but it does look like the punt team might be coming on here for Madison County. Coach, I did want to comment, obviously that first drive was kind of short, but Madison County's offensive line, they look fairly imposing. Obviously Big Aiden Ellis there in the middle is going to be a load to hold for anybody. But, man, it is interesting to see, especially a 4A team having a line like that. Here we go. Punt is back, and it is up. Looks like we're going to be clearing everybody out of the way, but great roll right there for the Tigers. Looked like number 28, Hayden Brannon, is on to do the punting, and it is going to be down just inside the 25-yard line for a CB&S Bank first down for your Tigers. Coach, can you run us through the offensive starters for our Tigers this evening?
Yes. Starting along the offensive line, you have tackle number 67, Braden Billions, number 75, Will Seabolt, the center, number 71, Landon Snyder, guard number 70, Landry Rubley, and guard number 74, Brady Certain. 1 junior and 4 seniors to round out this offensive line, and we will continue after this play.
Larson takes the snap. Handoff goes to Riddle. Riddle's going to follow his pulling guard, Landry Rubley. He is going to be tackled after a gain of about 6.
Continuing on, you've got quarterback number 13, Caden Larson, tight end number 85, Jaden Dorning, the fullback number 43, Jack Rush, your running back number 0, Javian Riddle, and your receivers out wide, number 7, Brody Lindsay, and number 15, Caden Hazelwood.
Yes, sir, and it does appear that there may be a revolving door out at receiver this evening as we try to make up for Noah Stafford, who is out, but we have both running backs, both Xavion and Javian, in the game as we look to get started here. 2nd and 4. That is going to be a forward pass. Pass is going to go to number 14, Logan Newman, who is going to gain about a yard. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for your Tigers. I liked the play call there, kind of getting a little bit frisky after Javian runs the rock for a gain of about 6. But here, Coach, you got to think 3rd and 3. We're going to let Javian or Xavion handle this carry as we're trying to get this first down and keep the drive alive here.
Oh, no doubt right here. You got 0 in the backfield, 3rd and 5. Early in the game, wanting to work the field position. Wouldn't be shocked here to see him get a carry right here or something, maybe a short route.
They're going to pitch it out wide to him, and he is met in the backfield quickly by number 11, Caleb Harbin. Just looked like, not sure if Jack Rush was blocking down or what happened there, but Harbin got in the backfield quickly, and that's going to bring up 4th down back around the original line of scrimmage. Alejandro on to punt, cross back deep to receive, and we are going to trade 3 and outs to start the game, Coach. Not really how we envisioned it after that first run by Javian, but hey, nothing lost here as we see Alejandro. Alejandro remains calm. The punt is going to get down on the ground, and Alejandro kind of rugby punts it right there and gets a little bit of help. It is going to be down right there about the 35-yard line. Great job by Alejandro as that punt gets back there, 3-hops him. He doesn't panic, picks it up, and gets it downfield, flipping the line of scrimmage there for your Tigers.
And, that's going to kind of be the name of the game tonight. Let your defense do the dirty work. Just try to avoid, negative plays. Try to avoid turnovers. Just play the field position game, and then let your defense kind of pin their ears back and hopefully get a turnover and get us in a short field.
Yes, sir. Handoff is going to go to Hill. We are going to get in the backfield again. Coach, that's on the far side over there.
It looked like number 8,
Tyler McKnight. I thought that's what I
25,
saw. Okay,
Lucas Green.
That's what I thought. Cause I saw 8 go down, but he got up pretty quickly. So that's going to be a short gain, bringing up about 2nd and 8. Hill is just a load, man. I think they're just they're going to wear him out tonight, handing him off, trying to soften up this defense. Obviously, we saw in that first play of the game, Woodall's not scared to throw it, has a good arm back there, especially with being the backup quarterback. Be interested to see, especially as they begin to spread us wide, whether or not they do some play action here and look for Woodall to look for one of his big targets downfield. Here we go, cross on the keeper. Tackle made by number 9, Azriel Lozano. Big tackle right there to set up a 3rd down and 2, Coach. Azriel's a name that we've heard over the past few weeks. He's really coming on as the season season begins to progress.
Yeah, another one of those juniors that they kind of wanted to look to kind of take that next step, and he's done a great job this year, and another great tackle, and that was one of those we talk about kind of in space right there. He corralled him and limited the possession, limited the yardage gain, and so now we got a 3rd and 4, and again we got to get off the field right here and hopefully get the ball back for our offense.
Yes, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, if you hear that in the backfield, that is the train coming, and it feels like we are at home with as close as this train is. Hill is going to gain a couple there. Big Aiden Ellis wrapped him up, and if anybody can bring Hill down, Aiden Ellis just stuck his foot in the ground and said, "No, sir, you're not coming past me." Great job by him, but it does look like the Tigers offense is going to stay on the field here with 4th down and 1 at about their 44-yard line. Be interested to see here. Woodall, Hill straight behind him. Flank to his left. Be interested. Here we go. They're going to run left. Hill is going to be stopped. Great job. Big Aiden Ellis again plugging the hole, and that is going to be an Ardmore Telephone Company turnover on downs. Great job right there for the Tigers. Momentum kind of shifting right there, Coach. Yeah. Let's see right here if Larson can put his foot on the gas and we can get some points here.
Hey, credit the defense right there. We talked about, I can't tell you on the film how many times we saw that guy break a lot of tackles, and tonight he has not been falling forward. We've hit him, met him, and we've driven him back, and that's a huge stop, a big momentum builder, and that gets our offense back on the field in their territory. And here we go to see what we can do on this 1st down and 10 on the 44-yard line. CB&S Bank 1st down.
Larson's going to pitch it forward to Xavion. He sticks his foot in the ground. He runs through 2 wannabe tacklers. Very short gain. Coach, I know we talked about it in the first. That's the same play we saw on the 2nd down pass in the first drive. It just looks like that the Tigers, the Madison County Tigers, are holding contain, and Xavion's not able to get north and south there.
Yeah, really wanting to try to work it east and west to try to open up the middle. So obviously when you got a guy like Javion back there running it and Jalen, all those guys, you're more prone to be able to think they're going to attack the middle. So to go side to side to hopefully loosen it up maybe will help right here on this down right here.
Here we go.
Just like he did.
Yes, sir. Javion is going to hit the hole, gain a few yards. Tackle's going to be made by number 28, Hayden Brannon. That is going to bring up 3rd down and 7 here at the Tiger 42-yard line. Coach, we are in kind of this field. Depending upon what we do here, do you think that Coach Wales may roll the dice here on 4th down? Maybe we have 2 downs to gain this 7 yards.
Yeah, he's probably got it in his head what he's going to do and what the thought is with it being 3rd and 8.
Larson does a great job there controlling it. He gets to the outside. Great job of Javion of containing, and Larson just gained a little bit of ground. He probably gained 2 or 3 yards. Okay, that's going to bring us to 4th and 5, Coach. Obviously, man, a lot of chaos back there. Great job of Javion sticking with the play. Obviously, play till the whistle. He threw a block that actually got Larson to the outside, and here we go. Oh, it looks like we may have a little bit of Hulk package out here on 4th and 5.
And credit to Caden right there. He is a very good athlete. Was starting receiver before this injury, and he used that athleticism to be able to pick the ball up and kind of go around the left end and get it to 4th and manageable right here to give us a shot to go for it.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Man, what a huge hole right there by the Hulk package. Javion's still running. Oh, it looked like he was going to break it. That's a heck of a tackle right there by number 20, Michael Weed.
I think Coach Wells is saying, hey, let's go fast and let's do the same thing until they can stop it, and I don't blame them. Great job right there by Newman, by number 43, Jack Rush, number 8, Tyler McKnight, being able to lead right there along with their offensive line.
Yes, sir, and here we go back to it.
Another big hole.
Big hole. Javion's just following his blockers. Great job by Logan Newman, lead blocking for Javion right there, and that looks to be potentially, nope, it's going to be 2nd down, but we did have a CB&S Bank 1st down that last play. And here we go, Coach. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right back to him. Javion, that's fine. He sticks with it. We're fine. And he gets going north and south again. He looks like he's going to get right back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe. Coach, he looked like he gained just a little bit. It is still going to be short. They are 3rd down and 1. Again, we've had a couple miscues, but thankfully both Larson and Javion have not panicked there. just breathe easy
Yeah.
and let Javian follow his blocks. But, man, it's really easy to run right now behind Big Aiden Ellis on that left-hand side. Now he's moving to the right-hand side. But when you have McKnight, when you have Rush, you got Big Aiden Ellis, and you have Big 71 Landon Snyder, who has moved to the outside. They have been creeping down, Coach. It was close. They almost had an offsides call early there. And here we go. It is going to be on Madison County, Coach. That is going to be enough for a CB&S Bank first down. They had been creeping down, obviously, with us running. They're going to load up the box right there. They just jumped a little bit early, and here we go. It's going to be first and goal for your Tigers from about the 8-yard line. Coach, you couldn't ask for a much better drive at this point, and assuming things go the way that we think they should, there are points on the board regardless of what happens these next 3 drives. Javian is going to drive. Great job of falling down aggressively right there by number 28, Hayden Brannon. He kind of looked like he got spun around, tripped up, and next thing you know, Javian's right up underneath him for the tackle. 3:15 and counting, and your Tigers are inside the 5-yard line looking to take an early lead. Here we go. We're watching the formation shift to the left. Javian is going to great job by Javian sticking his foot in the ground, and he is into the end zone on the far side for an Ardmore Tiger touchdown. Great job of Javian moving the formation to the left-hand side. We'd followed the big blockers all night. Javian goes the opposite direction. Coach, he kind of looked like Peyton Manning against the Cowboys that time. If our camera hadn't been on him, we would have known where he went. Alejandro on here to attempt the extra point with the train rolling in the background. Coach, it really feels like we're in Ardmore this evening, and there we go, 7-0 Tigers.
Take that North Alabama Bank touchdown, and hey, the beautiful play call. Shifting everybody in motion. The defense they all kind of went to the left, thinking, okay, well we got to move very, very quickly, and kind of got the line imbalanced, and then Javian just went around the right end. Just did a really good job right there, and just that's a big momentum builder to be able to get a touchdown, to get up 7-0, and with their defense doing what they're doing. That's huge. And while we got a quick minute, let's thank our 2025 championship sponsors of Ardmore football as we get going. Wesco Incorporated, Ardmore Auto, Douthit Construction, Rudaman, Woody Anderson Ford, Elite Sanitation, Jarrett Walker Construction, Butler Realty, North Alabama Bank, Mark Lee Insurance, First National Bank, Ardmore Cabinet, Fowler Auction. Again, we thank you for your support of the Ardmore football team this year and for this entire season. And as we're rolling right here with 2:51 left in the first quarter, that's a big one right there. We got the lead. Our defense has been playing really strong. They are playing kind of a backup quarterback. And so, if he's worried about pressing right here, maybe look for us to hopefully get a big turnover, maybe get a short field yet again.
Yes, sir. Caden Owens is going to take the kickoff, and he looks to break free. Great job right there by Gabe Alejandro, the last line of defense. Because, Coach, if Alejandro does not make that tackle, he is gone. And we know that we've had a few issues on special teams at points this year as we've done things well, but also we've let a few kicks get run back right there. But it looks like we have a replay of that first Hulk package there from Javian. And, Coach, if you just watch him follow these blockers, it is impressive how quickly they move that defensive line backwards, and Javian's just able to eat up ground quickly. Oh, we got a flag on the play here as we come out of that replay.
Would think on them probably.
I'm going to assume
or a timeout.
It might have been Woodall was looking to, yes, sir, it is going to be on the Madison County Tigers. That's going to back them up 5. So that'll be 1st and 15 from the 38-yard line. Woodall was looking to dump that pass out in the flat and see if they could let those athletic wide receivers go, maybe soften up the middle of the Ardmore defense for Keonta Hill. But here we go, Coach, 1st and 15 for the Madison County Tigers. Woodall flanked by Hill in the backfield. Hands it off to Hill. He goes to the left-hand side. Falls on the ground, and it looks like your Tigers are going to recover it. Coach, I believe that is young AZ Azriel Lozano. That is going to be his second fumble recovery. Coach, he recovered the fumble last week. And that onside kick, and it is something else. Sorry, folks, we had a little bit of it sounded like we had a sandstorm going on, but we're good. We're back. Young AZ, Azriel Lozano recovers the fumble. Your Tigers are in business here with the CB&S Bank first down from the 37 of the Madison County Tigers. Larson hands the ball off to Riddle. Riddle's going to follow his blocks, bounce to the outside. Great job of just hanging onto the jersey for dear life by number 11, Caleb Harbin. And that is going to bring up a gain of about 5 for Javian. But, man, if Harbin doesn't grab that jersey, Javian was going to be off for what looked to be a first down yardage here. And here we go, Coach. We talked about him early in the game. 21, Jalen Smith, another bruising running back in here to help Larson as we begin to head into Tiger territory. Folks, it's going to be just me and y'all for a little while as we get some technical difficulties worked out with Coach O'Donnell's microphone. Here we go. The snap goes to Larson. The handoff goes to Smith. Smith's going to follow number 74, Brady Certain, into the hole. He's going to gain about 3, and that's going to bring up third down and short. And here we go again. Hulk package, big Landon Combs, big Aiden Ellis, and lead blocker number 14, Logan Newman, in the game here. And Javian Riddle back in to kind of command this Hulk package. We had success with it in the first drive. Let's see if the Tigers can make an adjustment here. But I really love to see Javian running with a convoy of blockers in front of him. Hopefully he can stick his foot in the ground. Here we go. Snap goes to Javian. Great lead block right there by Newman. Javian breaks the hole. He gets to the outside. He's going to beat him. Oh! And that is going to be a tackle by number 20, Michael Weed. CB&S Bank first down at the Madison County 6-yard line. Coach O'Donnell, you back with me?
I do. I am. All right. Here we go. Well, I am.
There he is.
I don't it got very staticky, very loud right there for a second, but I am back. And, hey, great run right there by Javian. Great tackle. Great, going low on him right there, been able to trip him up. And, hey, this is exactly what we talked about. We got a big turnover, got another short field, and we're making it easy on the offense right here. And hopefully we can carry out this drive and get another touchdown and get a 2-possession lead.
Oh, here we go. A little bit of a flag. It may be illegal motion. Probably going to be on the Tigers right here. That's going to back us up. It will be on your Tigers. That'll make it first and goal from the 12. Okay, so we were on the 7. That'll be first and goal from the 12. Had a little bit of extra motion there as we brought in a different tight end. McKnight comes off the field, back in Jaden Dorning, our starting tight end here. And here we go. Larson's going to take the snap. Ball's on the ground. Great job right there. Landry Rubley getting on that ball. Coach, it looked like I've seen a lot of that in the springtime as a catcher. He's used to blocking that ball and keeping it in front of him, falling on top of it. Great job of Rubley right there holding possession because, again, Coach, at worst right here, we are in field goal range for Alejandro as we tick down just under 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. Tigers have played a little bit sloppy, but thankfully it has not shot us in the foot just yet. That's a
Looks
jump.
like
Great job, and we're going. There we
go.
We'll take that. So we'll gain that 5 yards back from our original penalty. So that'll move us forward, I think, back to the 13-yard line. So second and goal from our 13-yard line, 30 seconds and running here. The Tigers don't have to run a play if they don't want to, but I think that there it is.
There's
again,
another
boom.
one, 2 in a row.
Great job.
Great
We'll
job on the
take it.
snap count. We'll give Caden Larson a little credit right there. It does a really good job of calling it out. We've got them to jump 2 times in a row, and, hey, they are you can tell they're trying to pin their ears back and come after us. And great job by Caden right there on the cadence. And we've picked up 10 free yards right here.
Yes, sir.
And
they do
picked
it
up
again.
15.
And they do it again. Coach, that is Keonta Hill right there. And they are looking, I mean, they are geared up for the blitz right here. And, hey, we'll take it. If you're willing to give it to us, give us free yardage. J-Train's in the backfield. Larson, who knows right here, maybe a keep for Larson into the end zone right here. We'll see what Coach Wales has drawn up here. Now second and goal from the 3. And there it is. Handoff goes to Riddle, and he is into the end zone. Oh, no, they're going to mark him short. I'm not a big fan of it. But obviously I'm not down on the field, and that's going to be the first quarter. So, man, that is a long jog for us to try and put it in here at third and goal as we're going to go 99 yards the other way. But I'd rather be there than at the 20 where we were prior to those 3 penalties, Coach. But here we go. 1 quarter of football down. Really couldn't go much better than it did for our Tigers. We have had some miscues, but thankfully nothing that's bitten us in the butt so far.
No, that's the big thing is when again, when you're bringing in a new quarterback, try to make it as easy as you can for him, and try to limit the mistakes. And he's done a great job tonight. He's fielded. We've kind of had some miscommunication on some handoffs, but he's done a good job of corralling it. He looks poised out there. He's doing a great job of leading the offense. I put the penalties on Madison County on jumping off sides as much on him and his cadence, and so those 3 penalties were huge right there. And we got a 3rd and 1 on the 1. I would look for us to go run 2 plays right here if we don't get it on 3rd down. I like the way our offense is getting a push right here, and I think one of the 2 we'll be able to gain at least 1 yard. And hey, you this is what you needed. All right, we're up 7-0. We got a short field. We've got a chance to possibly put in another one, and then you get them coming back to there with their offense and the quarterback, their backup quarterback. He's going to press a little bit, and so look for the defense to try to make some more plays. But hey, we're in a good spot right here, and after what's happened in the last few weeks with just bad luck, injuries, and things like that, we can go for this right now.
Yes, sir, and you love to see success for the Tigers because, as we saw in the first couple weeks, when we start having success, things start rolling and we build confidence. And so hopefully we can keep this thing going. First play of the 2nd quarter, and we are in Hulk. Snap goes to Javian. It's on the ground, but it's fine. Javian sticks his foot in the ground.
I think he's
and
there.
He's into the end zone for an Ardmore Tiger touchdown. Folks, we have not made it easy on ourselves tonight.
That was wild.
Yeah, Coach, that's crazy. The University of Missouri, Coach, on Saturday has been doing drop kickoffs, kind of like in rugby. Maybe that's what we're doing here. We're doing drop handoffs so that we can get some momentum and get into the end zone. It's a bold strategy by Coach Wales. Obviously, you being a basketball guy, me being a baseball guy, we're just lucky to be up here calling this game, but it seems to be working for the Tigers. Put the ball on the ground, pick it up, and see what happens.
Hey, and the beautiful thing is, for the 2nd time in less than probably 5 game minutes, we can say that was a North Alabama Bank Ardmore touchdown, and we are now up 14-0. And, hey, the bounces are going our way right now, and we'll take it how we can get it. Big shout-out to that offensive line. Making some holes, moving the defense, and their defensive line is no small. They're not a lot of small. They got some big guys out there. So credit to the offensive line. Hey, credit to the defensive line. They've not been able to run the ball on us, and we talked about going in. We've seen it on film. Number 4 is going to run it, and he's going to get a lot of yards. And so we've done a really, really good job of corralling him, led by that defensive line and our linebackers. And so, hey, this is owning the line of scrimmage, having a big 2-possession lead. Hopefully we can add to it right here. Hopefully we can get a stop and get the ball back as Gabe gets ready to kick it right here as we are angling it, looks like, towards the sideline.
Yes, sir, he has kicked it deep twice. He is going to kick it. He is still going to kick it deep. Cross is going to receive it, coming across the field to his right, our left. Great job right there by number 4, Austin Kanzler, corralling him, not letting him get to the edge. And it is going to be 1st and 10, Madison County Tigers from their 32-yard line. Coach, couldn't have said it any better myself. Our defensive line has really shown up today. Good to see Taylor Davis getting in there as well, giving Aiden Ellis a break. It seems like Aiden's been in on every offensive play and every defensive play, letting him get a breather. But it really doesn't trade off there. Taylor's going to be a big load to fill in the middle. There it is. Pass is going to go to the outside. They're going to block down right here. Newman's going to get him going to the sideline. Great job of just holding on and tackling him. Oh, and okay. Oh, that's a very late flag. Here's the big thing. What is he supposed to do right there, Coach? If you're not going to blow the whistle to stop forward progress, then he's got to bring the guy down. If that's what happens, that's what's going to happen right there. I think that's a late flag.
And I think he may be saying, like, that's 50-50, maybe, because you've always been told play to the whistle, and I think he realizes he didn't blow the whistle, and so he may be calling this off right here. I don't know, but that's an unfortunate penalty if they do call it that. They did call it, and that's tough. I mean, because, again, you see so many times where guys maybe check up a little bit, and a guy, breaks another long run because they checked up and the whistle hadn't stopped or they didn't step out of bounds. So that's tough right there for Logan. And, as they get another 15 yards on this, and, again, they've had a couple big plays right here going side to side, and so hopefully right here we can corral them up again and hopefully get off the field on this first down.
Yes, sir. Pitch goes backwards. It's actually going to be a running play there. And look at Cross is going to – great job behind the play right there. Looked like number 25, Lucas Green, is going to manage to get that tackle. Yes, it is going to be Lucas. He's going to get downfield and make that tackle. Coach Cross has that's Caden Owens. I apologize. Caden Owen right there has some wheels on him because that was a backwards pass, and he stuck his foot in the ground. And, man, look at him. Next thing you know, he's down there at the 20-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 Tigers threatening after we go down and score. Cross is going to get the carry. Great job right there coming around the edge. Number 4, Austin Kanzler. We met in the middle there by 72, Big Aiden Ellis, or 79, Taylor Davis. And that is going to bring up 2nd down and 10, or maybe we'll call it a long 9 for the Tigers. That was a huge stop right there. Stop the momentum of the Madison County Tigers.
Yeah, no, it looks like they're going to have to play outside the hatches to be able to get anything going on offense. And I think we'll adjust on the sides right here and stop all those long plays out here as he gets it up the middle right there.
Yeah, he does.
Just Cross a little bit of over pursuit.
Great tackle right there by number 46, Dayton Bromett. Dayton thrived last week. He came in unfortunate circumstances when Stafford went down, but he came in and had a heck of a game there. Looks like Landon Combs is going to have to come off. His helmet came off after that last play, but it is going to be 1st and goal for the Tigers from about their 6-yard line. And, Coach, again, Cross seems to be a nice switch up. Obviously, Hill's the big back, hard to bring down, but Cross sticks that foot in the ground. He just shifty, and we have that big defensive line, Coach, but they've had some success here. Now Hill's back in the game. We'll see 4 seconds, 3 seconds, ticking down the play clock. Handoff goes to Hill. Great job right there. Big Tyler McKnight gets around and meets him. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal. And Hill just really hasn't done a whole lot tonight running between the tackles. He's not quite as shifty as Owen is getting to the outside. He is a load, but at the same time, if you're Madison County right here, it's 4 plays to get in the end zone. Potentially, we're seeing 9:37 and ticking. As much running's going on, this game is flying by.
It is.
This game's not going to be won kicking field goals. They got to punch this in.
No, you're definitely going to have to. This is 4-down territory right here. Is the way.
Oh, ball's on the ground right here. Great job by Austin Kanzler. Yeah. Just falling on top of it. Hey, he had a free shot at the quarterback if he wanted it. He pulled up. Great job by him, and now we're at 3rd and goal from the 20. Things could not go better. The Tigers of Madison County, they tried to take one out of Coach Wells' book right there. Let's put it on the ground and see what happens. Woodall not quite as talented as Larson is to get that ball back.
He's not, and I still think this is 4-down territory with the way we're running the ball and kind of bleeding the clock. Like you said, field goals are not going to win this game, so you need to get a little bit of chunk right here back to be able to make it 4th and manageable. But I don't think we would go field goal right here if I'm Madison County.
No, sir, and Woodall's looking to pass. He's going to dump it out right there to Hill. Great job by Lucas Green, just slowing him down enough, finishing it off right there. Azriel Lozano. That is going to be 4th and goal for the Tigers from their 8-yard line. Coach, you have to think they're going for it here. I mean, at worst case scenario, you don't get it. It's 92 yards the other direction.
And with the way they've been snapping the ball, you practice obviously field goals, but with the wet surface, maybe that it's a little bit of a challenge. So I don't blame them going for it right here. Is I feel better about that than I would be kicking a field goal.
Yes, sir. Handoff's going to go to Hill. They're going to pitch it back behind here. Tigers sniff it out. That's going to be a block. Yeah, he is. Yeah, that thing's okay.
Yeah.
They do get in the end zone here, but that's going to come back.
Yeah.
It looked like the referee was juggling the flag, getting out of his pocket, but he
My man
finally got his
struggled
hand
over there
on.
tonight. He
did.
struggled when to throw it out, if to throw it out.
Coach,
he was waiting right there to decide what he wanted to do. Thank goodness he did throw it.
He was. Coach, I've seen a lot of nachos. I've seen some sandwiches. I've not seen buttered popcorn, but he might have eaten it all tonight with the way he was trying to get that flag out of his pants right there. But that is going to back Madison County up. I'm assuming it's going to be at least 10.
Yeah.
Maybe 15.
And now
it is going to be 15, Coach. And now we're fourth and goal from the 16-yard line, and Madison County's going to take a timeout.
Hey, that was a good – I will say that was a really good play call, really good drawn up. Obviously, it didn't go they scored, but they had to get a penalty. So, hey, we'll take that as they take a timeout to think it over.
Yes, sir. And here we go. We're in the second quarter, Coach, and I know that you worked hard today. We had a tough time coming up with this trivia question today, but Coach O'Donnell, go ahead and hit these folks with a trivia question.
So, again, we want to thank Lindsay Lane Baptist Church as they sponsor our trivia question each week. We always try to make it kind of centric to the team that we are playing. So we have a Madison County question. Of the 18 times your Ardmore Tigers and Madison County Tigers have played, how many times have they played as region opponents? So of the 18 times Ardmore and Madison County have played, how many times have they played as region opponents? Again, take a little bit of time to try to answer that. We'd like to thank Lindsay Lane Baptist Church for sponsoring the question again this week, and think this over and see what you can find.
Please feel free to put it in the comments either on Facebook or on YouTube for us if you can guess that. Here we go. Woodall's going to pass. He has the arm. Great job of coverage right there. Dayton Bromett, Coach, we talked about him last week having a great game. He just stuck with the wide receiver, forced a tough throw right there from Woodall, and that will be an Ardmore Telephone Company turnover on downs there for your Tigers, and it will be 1st and 10, turn into a CB&S Bank 1st and 10 from the Madison County 16-yard line. Coach, really, really good trivia question by you this week because obviously with them being 4A and us being 5A, a lot of people would forget that we were region opponents for several years back in the day. So be interested to see what people think of when they answer this question. Here we go. J-Train with the ball, sticks his foot in the ground, met by number 5, Damian Roram, and that is going to be after a gain of about 2, brings up 2nd down and 8 for your Tigers. And here we go, Coach. It's going to be a steady diet of the running game tonight as Javian comes out and 1B goes in, Xavion Hawthorne. Larson looking to the sideline here. Everybody looks to get set. We have Brody Lindsay at wide receiver, Hazelwood on the other side. Hazelwood comes in motion. Handoff goes to Xavion. Xavion follows big 74, Brady Certain, gains a couple, and that's going to bring up 3rd down in what looks to be, Coach, we're going to call it 5, but it's a short 5 there. And here we go. Let's see if the Tigers can keep this drive alive here. Big 3rd down conversion here as we see Judah Wise, Jaden Dorning coming into the game. Larson is going to move Xavion into the I formation here. Tigers crash down. Great job of Larson rolling to the outside and just out of the reach of Judah Wise. Great play design. Larson athletically gets to the outside, flips his hips. Can't see from our perspective just how out of the reach it was for Wise, but man, that's a great play design there by Coach Wales trying to pick up that 1st down. And here we go, Gabe Alejandro on to do the punting from our left to right, right to left for the home press box. And they have Braden Cross, and it must be wet down there, Coach, because we're even having a tough time. Oh, and that's a terrible roll right there. Great job by Dayton Bromett covering that as it's attempted to roll back past the 40-yard line. Very short punt there from Alejandro, but it is going to be 1st and 10 for the Madison County Tigers from their 41-yard line. Coach, while we have a second, I'd like to thank our championship sponsors of Ardmore football this evening, Wesco Incorporated, Ardmore Auto, Douthit Construction, Ruderman, Woody Anderson Ford, Elite Sanitation, Jarrett Walker Construction, Butler Realty, North Alabama Bank, Mark Lee Insurance, First National Bank, Ardmore Cabinet, and Fowler Auction. Thank you for all you do for Ardmore football here. Snap goes to Woodall, handoff goes to Hill. Great tackle again right there. Looks to be number 9. There he is, Young AZ, Azriel Lozano. Not Young Y-O-U-N-G, Coach. Young Y-U-N-G. His quote-unquote rapper name, as he told me yesterday during ACT prep.
Yes, I think he was rapping some stuff for the ACT prep, I'm sure.
I believe he was, Coach, rapping Christmas presents because his rhyming skills are not as good as he might imagine that they would be. Here we go. Woodall gets the snap. He looks to throw. Triple pumps it out there to Cross, who gets his foot in the ground, has a convoy of blockers. Great job right there. Again, Azriel Lozano making his way downfield. He forces him out of bounds right there. And here we go. That is a Madison County Tiger first down. 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their 20-yard line, Coach. And they seem to have success outside of the hashes as they can get those linemen downfield, kind of leading the convoy for those wide receivers who are pretty quick on their feet.
They are. And, again, they did that last possession, and we were able to kind of hunker down right here in the red zone. Hopefully we can do that again right here as he gets out wide.
Owen looks to get out wide, and we're doing a great job of contain right there. Great job by Newman. He forces him out of bounds. Excuse me, Coach, after a gain of about 4. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 here. The Tigers, they have to get a first down before we're goal to go. But that's a great job of forcing Owen, who has been pretty shifty north and south, forcing him outside and for a short gain after he gashed us pretty good after the first few possessions. Woodall takes the snap. He passes it out to Owen again. He is going to get a block. Great job of getting off the block, and Owen is going to be.
Well, they're. I've not seen anybody signal a touchdown.
I guess he's in. I guess he was so in for a touchdown that no one signals anymore.
I did not see a signal on that.
Sir,
and that was on the far side of the field, so it was kind of hard to see. As you can see, they've kind of figured out that, hey, between the tackles right now is not going to work, so we're going to have to go side to side. And so they did a really good job on that possession, throwing it out, running it out some, and been able to get in for a touchdown.
Yes, sir. And Sergio Chavez on to attempt the extra point. Snap is high, but Chavez gets the extra point off.
Getting the snap, or handling the snap and getting it down as it was a little high.
Yes, sir. And so that is going to be with 4:50 to go in the half here. It is your Ardmore Tigers 14, Madison County Tigers 7. But, Coach, the beautiful thing is we did lose the opening toss. Madison County chose to receive the ball, which means we will be getting the ball coming out of the half. So if we can run this 4 minutes and 50 seconds off the clock, even if all we do is go down and kick a field goal, we could turn it into a 10-point swing, and this could turn into a 24-7 game or even a 28-7 game before Madison County even gets the ball back coming out of halftime.
And that's the beautiful thing about being able to defer to the second half, is to be able to hopefully go down right here. 4:50 left. The way we've been running the offense, I look for us to be very slow, methodical, kind of just punch them in the face. Hopefully get down there and be able to get a score and then turn around right out of halftime and get another one. And that completely flips the game. And with the way the pace has been going and how fast this has been going, you get up 2-3 possessions, I don't know if they can come back from that. And so really big right here. Again, the field's been wet. Let's field this cleanly. Let's get the offense set up out here, and let's kind of get back rolling to the way we were the last few possessions.
Yes, sir, and here we go. Xavion and Logan back deep to receive the kickoff. Chavez kicking off for the second time tonight, and he's going to kick it deep. Newman is going to receive it at about the 15-yard line. Newman's going to let his blocks develop. He's doing a great job of just holding on to that football right there. He's going to be stopped. Forward progress is stopped at the 34-yard line. And there we go. Good. We had a little bit of extracurriculars. I believe that they said Boarhog's Barbecue might be open late. That's what they were that they were inviting him to, but they got Newman off the field when quickly right there. But, Coach, I don't know if it's open or not, but I think that's what I heard them say down there.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was that or they said their trains are louder than ours, and Logan did not like that. Took a little offense to it, as our trains are great. We love the trains in Ardmore, and so that may have been what it was about, or the Boardhawks. If they've got that in the field house and that's what the smell is, something smells great down there. So if that's what it is, hey, I'll take Boardhawks.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Larson hands the ball off to Riddle. Riddle's going to stick his foot in the ground, and here we go. Riddle gets to the outside, and it's a foot race at this point. Riddle gets to the 30, and that's going to be a horse collar.
Oh, you got to.
Okay, there we go. Hey,
all right, good.
No grip problems that time, Coach. It looked like the butter was off his hands. He gripped that flag and ripped it out right there, and that's going to be 15 on. Great job right there, Javian. We'll see if we can get that on replay, but Javian started to go left, stuck his foot in the ground, went right, and he got to that outside, and then it became a foot race. And the only way that they were going to keep him from that end zone was to get up in that horse collar.
And you just, any time that happens, as you see this replay right here and him just be able to sink his hips and go back right, you just cringe anytime somebody gets horse collared, because they've taken that out of the game because of the injury risk. And he went down hard and popped back up. And anytime you pop back up like that is a great thing. So, hey, while we got a quick second, we will go ahead with our answer. We had a few people answer a couple different things. The correct answer, so we'll say the question one more time, sponsored by Lindsay Lane Baptist Church. Of the 18 times Ardmore and Madison County have played, how many times have they played as region opponents? The answer is 10. All right, so the answer is 10, and the last time was in 2019.
Yes, sir, and I tried to hint at that. We obviously at Ardmore had been 4A for many, many years. Obviously 5A is a new thing, and Madison County was in the region throughout the 2010s. Jalen Smith gets the handoff. He is met in the backfield there, looks like by number 5, Damian Roram. We did have a few answers on Facebook, Coach. Bradley Pope said 3. Michael Luter on YouTube said 5. We'd like to shout out Sherry Campbell. Rodney said not many. It is actually 10 of the 18 times.
And a little bit about Rodney right here. I promise you right now, Rodney could pad up and go out there, and he could make a few tackles or make a few runs, because Rodney still looks like he's got it.
Here we go, Javian Riddle. He's going to follow his block, and he's going to be met. Larson there trying to help him for all it was worth. Larson about got brought down with him, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. And, Coach, 34 seconds here on the play clock. I know you don't want to slow it down because we've been getting things in quickly. But worst case scenario here, Coach, we're giving them the ball back with just over 2.5 minutes here. You got 12 yards to go. So far, we're well within what I would assume is Alejandro's kicking ability here, as long as we don't go backwards right here, and they do a great job. Here we go, 9, 8, 7 on the play clock. Hazelwood in motion. Larson's going to roll to his right. He throws the ball. Great job by Hazelwood. And thank you to the referee right there, keeping the clock rolling.
Good.
And here we go. It's going to be 4th down.
A little Hulk action right here. Great job
Hulk
right there by
coming
Caden.
out. And, to be honest with you, Coach, I like the call here. We're trying to go be aggressive, but you still have 25 seconds on the play clock. You know that Coach Snyder, Coach Wales are right there by them, so that they don't like the look that Madison County's given. Don't be surprised we run the play clock down here. We call timeout. Nope. We're just going to run it. I love it. Javian Riddle.
There we go.
There he is.
That looks like
that is going to be a CB&S Bank 1st down. I love the call right there by Coach Wales. We were aggressive right there. Great job of Larson having an easy pass there to Hazelwood. 2:36 and 2:35 for counting. Here we go, Hulk again. Lead block, follow him, Javian. And there he is. He's down. It's going to be at the 1 or 2 yard line. Looks to be at the 1.5.
Look for Coach Wells maybe right here to say, hey, guys, slow it down a little bit. Let's let that clock bleed. Don't give them any chance to be able to get the ball back with anything. So we are going a little bit slower right here. And, yep. So we're down to 23 seconds on the play clock. Fixing to be under 2 minutes on the game clock. So Coach Schneider's running down here. Looks like we're going to let it run down, and then we're going to take a timeout before.
Yes, sir.
I like it. I think that's going to do try to bleed that down as much as possible to not give them much time.
Coach, we might have reset it. We are. And that's beautiful. For a lot of stuff going on. They've reset the 40-second play clock. Hey, and we're not saying a word up here.
And their coach is even better, not saying anything either.
No,
so we just stole about a good 20 seconds right there.
We did, Coach.
Before they reset the clock. And so, hey, they're not saying anything. If I was their coach, I'd be running down in that guy's ear telling him what the heck is happening. But we will take that, and that's going to give us – I mean, we're going to be – when we take this – okay, so we've got –
I don't know what we've
maybe
they're going
they figured
133. Maybe they did figure it out right here. I'm really not quite sure because we were at 116. Oh, Madison County is going to call timeout. But here's the thing. We were at 116 on the game clock when that timeout is called, and now we're at 133, which makes me wonder if
they reset it and they took a timeout and they just kind of let the clock kind of kept going because they didn't see it. So, again, good communication right here by the officials, I think, to get this right. But, hey, we're still under a minute, under 2 minutes, so we'll take it.
Coach, we're going to go back to that. We have that clip of that first run from Javian right here. Is we're going to watch him look to run to the left, stick that foot in the ground, and head to the outside, Coach. Again, we hit on it in the pregame. That great vision from Javian is what really sets him apart from a lot of other running backs at the high school level. It's really special. You know, I'm glad he's on our team. Every week I say that, Coach, but it's awesome to have him. Larson's going to be on the sideline again here as we go Hulk package. But, again, Coach, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
I agree
and
with
as you watch them big bodies there, and especially with Logan Newman, who, especially after they said their trains were louder than ours, you know he's looking to put a hat on a hat right here and get Javen into the end zone. Yeah, he is right there. J-Train is into the end zone there with 1:29 to go in the half. Great drive right there. And really, Coach, it kind of all started. The drive looked to be stalled. Javian makes that great run. Larson dumps that pass off there on third down, and here we go. We're rolling again into the end zone. 1:29 in the half. Your Tigers up 20-7. Alejandro to do the kicking here. Snap is back. Great snap. Hold. Alejandro's extra point is up, and here we go, folks. We are up 21-7. They have a minute and 29 seconds left to go. Only one timeout. And that is a North Alabama Bank touchdown. And, Coach, that's really, really big because we're limiting the amount of time Madison County has because they have scored quickly. They have moved quickly with their drives the past couple times. And here we go. We're going to get the ball back after halftime. Let's go to replay here. We just watched Javian. Again, Logan Newman looking to put his hat on a hat, and it's very easy for Javian to get in the end zone right there.
Great job by everybody, by the offense. Great job by our coaching staff of being able to manage that time, the time right there, and as it was bleeding under 2 minutes. And here was the thing. Madison County took a timeout. They're down to 2 timeouts. When they took that timeout,
I think they're down to 1, Coach. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not. It's that up there on the scoreboard.
You know,
is wrong.
they took the last one, and they had already let 15 seconds kind of go off the play clock before they took it. So they kind of wasted it in a way. But again, we'll take it. We'll take what we can get. And so great job by our staff right there of being able to maximize the time to be able to get it to a minute 29 left where they're going to have to score in a short amount of time.
Yes, sir. Alejandro's going to squib kick it. And
great
job right there. Logan Newman, of all people, Coach, he doesn't tackle my man who falls on that ball. He leaps over him. I wonder if down there in that goal-to-go situation they realized that our trains were loud.
Watching Logan this year, I bet they finally agreed with him. And so we got a minute 27 left, and here's the thing. Their situation right now, they got a backup quarterback coming on. Sometimes, quarterbacks, backup guys, they press a little bit. They kind of get hurried up. If they pass it right here, and he may overthrow one, look to maybe get an interception and maybe create another short field, or maybe they just roam in big number 4 and get to halftime.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Woodall's looking to throw. Oh, Coach, you almost spoke it into existence right there. Looks like
I couldn't tell if that was tipped
number 10. Number 10, Caden Kyle. Coach, he just pump fakes everything. It was just slow developing. I think they were trying to set up a bubble screen right there. And Kyle, a great job by him, honestly, of not going for the ball and trying to make that tackle. I think if he goes for the ball there, it might have been a big play.
They might just need to run the ball and get to halftime.
And Woodall, might be Woodall might be getting us the ball back right here. And here we go, replay. Great job by Caden Kyle there making the tackle. Coach O'Donnell, did we just get some news up in the box that the people at home might want to know about?
So the longest losing streak, is it in the country?
In the country, Coach.
The Columbia
Golden Eagles.
Golden Eagles is at a what, over 100?
Coach, it might be now at over 100. It was 96, I think, going into this year.
And they are in the second quarter. They are up 12-6 on East Lawrence. So that's something to monitor. I think ESPN, a filming crew has been following them this year. They've been sponsored maybe by Gatorade, and they've been doing a lot to kind of figure out things with them and trying to get them in that losing streak as we continue on. Clements is up 7-6 over Tanner. East Limestone is up 24-0 on West Limestone. Coleman is up 14-3 on Brewer. Hayden, West Point is up 14-6 on Hayden. Lawrence County is up 18-0 on Haleyville, and Athens is up 6-0 on Hazel Green. As our region opponents are getting out in non-region play tonight and kind of making the region look strong with a bunch of wins or a bunch of leads right here. So we did take a timeout right there. I kind of was watching and looking at scores, but I wonder if this is to try to see if they have a bad snap and they have to fall on it, or if something crazy and he shanks a punt, we have a chance because we've talked about the field tonight. It's wet. The snaps have been kind of all over the place because of the wet field. So see if they do it right here on this fourth down. It looks like the offense may be coming back on the field. No, they are going to punt it. So see right here if they maybe muff it or it oversnaps on his head. Just see what we can do right here and see if we can get an easy maybe turnover and get a short field.
Brandon on to do the punting for Madison County. They are going to run a fake right here, and it's tackled booming, and that's a great job. That's an Ardmore Telephone Company turnover on downs. It will be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the Madison County Tiger 43-yard line. And, Coach, to be honest with you, we have everything in the playbook here. That was only our first timeout. Great timeout call by Coach Snyder. Yeah. You can run it a couple times right here, and here we go. They do run the fake. Number 11, Caleb Harbin, catches it as the upback. He looks to get to the outside. He's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and here we go. Your Tiger offense is back out on the field here. Larson, he's going to be flanked by Xavion and Javian here. Coach, if anything, maybe we look to get into field goal range here for Alejandro, kick it before the half, and rather than a 14 or a 10-point swing, it might be 17 or 21 here. And Javian's going to get to the outside. Yes, he is. That's a great job of Javian right here. And he's going to –
and he's out of bounds.
Great job by Javian. Gets out of bounds.
That's what you like right there.
At the line to gain. Coach, I think that's going to be a CB&S Bank. It is going to be a CB&S Bank first down. Fresh set of downs, 28 seconds left to go.
Didn't run much time off the clock. Didn't have to use a timeout. So, that you couldn't really draw that up much better as we're rolling through right here. And we're – again, no rush right here. Great job right there by Caden Larson kind of getting the offense settled as we got Javian in the backfield yet again. Split wide. We've got Caden Hazelwood, and it looks like Brody Lindsay on the left.
Handoff is going to go again to Javian. Javian makes one-man miss, and Coach, there it is. Coach Snyder calls the timeout. Again, everything is in the playbook. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 here. Do you ask Larson to maybe make a long – you hadn't asked him to do it all game. Do you ask him to maybe make a little bit of a throw here as you're trying to get into field goal range, Coach? Or do you see what you can get here on 2nd down with maybe Riddle, Javian, Xavion here, and then you have that other timeout in your back pocket. You call it. You make that 3rd down play, the play that counts.
Again, we hadn't been in a whole lot of two-minute situations. I would try to do the best I could to save that last time out. Maybe throw something close to the sideline. If they don't give you the sideline, try to run a route past the first down, catch it, get down, get up there, hit it dead, and get a 2nd down. But there's a lot of options on the table right here, and I like that we've got a good flow, a good rhythm. It looks like we may be coming out here in Hulk.
God, you love to see it, Coach. It's been so successful tonight. Let's just see what happens here. Riddle catches the ball. Oh, he hands it off to Newman. A little wrinkle right here. Logan Newman gets out to about the 25-yard line.
Yep.
Snyder's going to call timeout.
And he almost broke that. I mean, there was maybe one guy left to break, and he would have been talking to everybody in the end zone about how loud our trains are. And so,
yes, sir.
Again, it looks like it'll be about a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, maybe a little bit shorter than that with 13 seconds left. So probably looking to throw something towards the end zone. And if we don't get it, I mean, hey, I would say maybe bring Gabe out there, and that probably be the last play of the half, and just see if he can boot it that far. And that, hey, again, that gives you on-field real game scenario reps,
yes, sir.
For Gabe to be able to get us a kickoff. You never know when you might need to see that in the season as the season gets closer and closer to the end and you're playing region opponents. So, again, really great last 3 minutes by our offense, defense, specials, and by our coaching staff of being able to manipulate the clock to our advantage right here. Great job by them, and it is 3rd and 3 on the 26-yard line.
Yes, sir. Also, Coach, I thought might see something where you roll Larson out and maybe see a short yardage, just gain 2 or 3 yards, just make Alejandro's life a little bit easier, and he is going to pump and throw, and unfortunately it is going to be picked. It's going to be down the end zone, Coach. But at the end of the day, and that should be there it is, good. And that's a great job right there. And Coach, if that's another flag being thrown right there on Brady Certain, I'll take that all day.
You got to take up for your quarterback, and you got to take up for your teammates, and that's a leadership thing. That's a team. That brings the team together, and you get an offensive lineman like that. That's a senior. He's been there and been through it, and he knows you take up for your quarterback. So I don't mind that one bit at all. It's going to be offsetting. No harm, no foul, in my opinion.
No, sir, and that's an interesting. Coach, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if that was the play call right there. Coach Wales doesn't look happy down there on the sideline. I don't know if that was a look, but you don't throw it type thing. Coach, it may be that they're out of hash browns. I know that his play call sheet down there, we talked about it. Coach, it might not even be a play sheet. I think it's a Waffle House.
There's got to be a Waffle House between here and Ardmore that he's getting that order ready to be placed on the way home.
Oh, there's no doubt. Owens is going to get the ball right here. Great job just bringing him to the ground. Number 4, Austin Kanzler. That takes us to the half. And, Coach, although it probably could have been 17, could have been 21, Coach, we're hoping for at least a 14-point flip here coming into the Kings Hardware halftime show. And, folks, we will stay with you live, if I'm not mistaken, because we will be broadcasting the Ardmore Tiger Band. They will be performing first tonight as we get to see the homecoming festivities for Madison County. And so, Coach, give me a little bit of your takeaways from the first half. What did you see that we did well, and what's one thing maybe that you could see us looking to improve upon as we get out of this here and heading into the second half of this game?
We talked about keys of the game was going to be open field tackling, and I think we've done a really good job on their running back. And even on their other running backs, they're quick and shifty. We've done a good job of getting them down. And then we've controlled the line of scrimmage. We've controlled, I would venture to say, we've controlled the time of possession. We've really imposed our will, and we've done a really good job, I think, all around. I think our specials have been very good, and we're up 21-7, and we've left a little bit of meat on the bone. So that's always a good thing when you could have had a little bit more, but you're still up 2 touchdowns as we roll into halftime. And, Coach, I like where we're at right now.
I do too, Coach. I really think our defense has stepped up. I know that Coach Snyder has been challenging them the last few weeks to just come out and lay it all on the line. What do we have to lose at this point? Obviously, non-region game. It doesn't affect our playoff chances here, but why not go out there, gain a little bit of confidence this week, especially going into a bye week where you've got a week to heal up.
Yep.
Obviously, not an ideal bye week with it being the Friday prior to fall break, then having to go to Lawrence County during fall break. But at the same time, man, really love to see what the defense has done tonight and hope it continues here in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Coach Patrick Cornell, Coach Brian O'Donnell on the AHS Sports Network, and we will turn it over to the Pride of the State Line Band, your Ardmore Tiger band here for the Kings Hardware Halftime Show. This is Ardmore High School football on the AHS Sports Network.
The finale for the show begins with melodies from AC/DC blended into American composer Aaron Cooper's Appalachian String, which then brings everything back to a thrilling rendition led by Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. The Pride of the State Line is under the field command of Drum Major Mason Lee. Drum Major, is your band ready? And now, under the field command of Drum Major Mason Lee, the Pride of the State Line.
hey, guess what? Own the house too, brother. Absolutely.
Is under the direction of Zach Tyree and Stephen Cook. Our color guard sponsor is Laurie Payne, and our percussion instructor is John Cochran. The Pride of the State Line band captains and officers are Drum Major Mason Lee, band captain and low brass captain Blake Talbot, woodwind captain Aiden Brooks, high brass captain Owen Burgess, drum captain Micah Rear, color guard captains Autumn Mears, and Faith Ann Bassett, band president Jonathan Harlan, band vice president Cassidy Carnicon. The Pride of the State Line would like to thank all of our booster officers, parents, guardians, grandparents, band moms and dads, along with our faculty, administration, and staff for their dedication and support of our program. Thank you.
National Bank is a name everyone in the community will recognize. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I am First National Bank Vice President Crystal Tucker, and together with my team, we have over 120 years of hometown banking experience. We love to help represent First National Bank in our community, and we would love to be your banking partner. First National Bank, making communities great.
Caution. The temperature isn't the only thing soaring this summer. Call Ardmore Telephone Company today and upgrade your internet to move faster than ever. If you're a current customer, we'd love to discuss our internet options so you can connect to everything you need. Give Ardmore Telephone Company a call at 800-830-9946 today. Fiber is not available in all areas.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Whether you're buying a home, auto, or consolidating debt, CB&S Bank offers personal loan solutions. Or setting new business goals, our commercial loans can help you achieve them. At CB&S Bank, we're here for all of your banking needs.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ardmore Tiger football here on the AHS Sports Network. Coach O'Donnell, I thought the Pride of the State Line performed very, very well at halftime right there, and congratulations to the Madison County homecoming queen. Did not listen to her name, so we don't know who to congratulate, but they did crown one. I know that for a fact.
They got it in and out pretty quick, too, because they were cutting it close.
Yes, sir, they did. We got 1:12 left to go here before allegedly we will be receiving the ball coming out of halftime. And, Coach, we couldn't have asked for a better first half of football from our Tigers. 3 touchdowns offensively, 2 turnovers defensively. We did have a late turnover in kind of the garbage time of that first half, but like we talked about, we're just trying right there to flip the score as much as we can. Well done by the defensive back from Madison County to intercept that ball. But here we go in the second half. We want that momentum to continue because we did see we went up 14-0. Madison County went right down the field working outside the hashes and scored, Coach. You know, we don't want to get in a dogfight late in the game on the road in Gurley at night, Coach, because, you know, here in East Madison County, you never know if you'll hear the banjos or something else.
Well, right here especially, we've got to be on our cues. And, you know, I'm expecting I'm not saying they will, but you really got to be cognizant of the onside kick right here to try to give ourselves maybe an opportunity to steal a possession and not have to go out there and see, you know, with our average, you know, possessions being 4 or 5 minutes, that's going to be tough on them to be able to score and with the just amount of possessions that are going to be left in the game. So got to be really cognizant right here as we send another guy up. Looks like we're set up pretty well for it as they go long, so that's good. We'll take it.
Yes, sir. Chavez goes long. It goes again to Newman. Newman's got a head full of steam. Right there. And great job by him just continuing going, and great job of blocking there behind him. Newman took a shot there, Coach, but he just kept the feet churning down at about the 39-yard line of Madison County. This will be a CB&S Bank first down, and, Coach, you have to expect that we're going to see both heads of the two-headed monster yet again in this half, just allowing Larson to come back there and control the offense and see what we can do. Run this play clock down, 11:47 to go here. Larson takes the snap, and Riddle gets the carry. He gets into the secondary and just pushed from behind right there after a gain of about 8. Be second down and 8 from about the 46-yard line. And, Coach, you couldn't ask for a better start right there from your Ardmore Tigers.
Great job right there by all involved. Great push by the defensive line. You know, we got a CB&S Bank first down right there, and we're still rolling. He bounces it out, gets hit right there. But, again, you know, he's running. He's getting a lot of yardages on the run. The offensive line is getting a strong push, and it looks like we may be going back Hulk right here, but I looked for that to be kind of the name of the game in the second half and really wear down that Madison County defensive line and whole defensive unit.
Yes, sir, and we did go quick right there. You know, kind of the name of the game. It has been a little bit of a possession battle with all the running that's been going on in this first half. Possessions have been kind of at a premium here. Here we go, Hulk package. Javian is going to run it. Great lead block right there by Logan Newman. Javian looks, and that's going to be right at the line to gain, and they're going to give it to us. That is a CB&S Bank first down. Coach, both these line judges this week compared to the past few weeks, they seem to be on their game. You and I have had a little bit to gripe about from the box the past few weeks, but great job there in Hulk package. Aiden Ellis, Jack Rush, Tyler McKnight, Logan Newman, just doing a great job. Selfless, because, again, they don't get a lot of recognition. Javian's, you know, doing a lot of the grunt work, but, man, they're doing a heck of a job blocking. And here we go. McKnight's back in at tight end with Rush at the B-back. Javian's going to his left. He's going to follow his blockers. Again, great block by McKnight. Gain of about 4 for Javian. That's going to bring up second down and 6, Coach. And you have to think right here Larson's feeling pretty good. He's really only had to throw about 2 or 3 times tonight. High percentage throws for the majority of the time. And Javian's just done a heck of a job carrying this Ardmore offense tonight and doing a great job of keeping the possession on the side of the Tigers as the clock is ticking down, heading close to 9:30 already in the third quarter.
That's exactly –
almost jumped right there. That's a great job right there. Javian again falling forward. gain of 2 or 3 right there, going to bring up second and short. Coach, we've talked about it tonight. The Tigers' defense has been pinning their ears back, and it worked to their disadvantage. If you remember on that second touchdown at the other end, or the almost second touchdown at the other end, we got them to jump because of our snap count. Wouldn't be interested to see if Larson doesn't try that again right here. There it is. Great job by Coach Wales. Caden Larson right there changing the snap count, and that's going to be enough for a CB&S Bank first down. Coach, we'll take it if we can give it. If they're going to be undisciplined, we will take that all night long.
You know, and the thing with the way they're pinning their ears back, you time it perfectly and you make one move, you're going to have a lot of green grass and probably go for a long touchdown. But, hey, how about we'll give Caden a ton of credit. His snap count, obviously he's doing a really good job of being very loud, vocal, and we've had I would say they've had 5 or 6 offsides, and consecutive ones that have gone for first downs. And so, hey, we'll take our CB&S Bank's first downs any way we can get them, and we like that.
Yes, sir, we can. Riddle in the I formation, Hazelwood looking to move across, and there we go. We have the pitch formation to Hazelwood. Again, great job of contain by Madison County. They've done that quite a little bit tonight. Obviously, we kind of clear out that side, that far side wide receiver, and it's Hazelwood kind of 1-on-2. Great job of him really just getting back to the line of scrimmage right there, and that's all you can ask. Hey, and here we go, a little change up, keeping them honest.
I was going to say, you got to keep them honest and not let them just key in on Javian up the middle. And again, that opens it up to hopefully they have to go east to west, and that'll open up our inside run game on Hulk.
Yes, sir, and here we go. Great job of blocking there by Javian, just doing enough. And Larson, he looked to pass. And big number 63, we're going to call him out tonight because we hadn't called his name, Eli Norris, with the tackle. That's going to bring up third down and long here. And
not a bad – and sorry to cut you off right there, but not what you don't want to do is press and just force something. And he took the sack. It wasn't a big loss, but he didn't throw the ball and get a possible interception just to force it. So great decision right there by him to tucking it and getting down.
Yes, sir, and great job of Newman right there. He's kind of slowly, and there goes Javian. Oh, man. Coach, I'm going to highlight Logan Newman because he did a heck of a job. He just let the play develop, and then he put his hat on a hat, and boom, that sprung Javian there for a CB&S Bank first down. Logan Newman thriving as a little bit of a lead blocker, and, Coach, I know that they did throw a wrinkle in there and let him get a carry. Don't be surprised if that doesn't happen right here the way he's playing a very, very controlled game tonight, and he seems to play a little bit out of control on occasion, but we love it. Here we go. We're going to the replay here, and you just watch Newman, nice, slow, boom, hat on a hat, and Javian's in the hole for a first down. And there it is, Coach. We talked about it. Yeah. Newman's going to get the outside, and he is quick, Coach, and there he is. Newman gets the outside. He's into the end zone for an Ardmore Tiger touchdown, and that is well-deserved by Logan Newman. Coach, he's done a lot of the dirty work there as the lead blocker for Javian in that Holt package, and great job of him getting into the end zone, working that outside. Coach, I know he's on our 4x100 team on both indoor track and outdoor track, and he showed it off right there. Yeah. Getting into the end zone.
Hey, one of our more dynamic athletes, and man, he turned the corner and was gone. And he still has that defensive mentality right there as Gabe's kick is up and good. That when they get the ball, they're going to go, and they're going to go until the whole team tackles them down because they know that they don't get the ball much. And so he kind of had that defensive mentality. As you see him kind of on this replay cut up field, and it will not be touched as he runs in for a touchdown, a North Alabama Bank touchdown, and we've increased the lead to 28-7. And now we've essentially, I feel like, forced Madison County into a I would say they're going to have to be pass happy. They're going to have to pass the ball and not, I won't say be fully one-dimensional, but they're going to have, if they're wanting to get back into this game, they're going to have to move the ball down the field in a short amount of time. Is there's 6:58 left in the third quarter, and you think about possessions, they're going to be limited moving forward. And so I would think that Madison County needs to score on every possession here on out just to tie the game, much less take the lead. So look for our defense to kind of pin their ears back, hopefully get a turnover right here as they have to press a little bit.
Yes, sir. And here you go, Alejandro doing the kicking. It's going to be a squib kick. And
great placement.
And that's a great job. And great job of Newman yet again, Coach, looking like he's going to go for the ball. And if he picks it up, he's hitting. But a great job of Newman right there, not getting a penalty, jumping over the guy. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Madison County from their 36-yard line. And like you said, Coach, we about ran half the quarter off there. And that's, again, the strength of the run game is with the Tigers, we limit possessions. Now, the downfall for the Tigers is that Madison County has had success in the pass game tonight. Outside of the hashes, they've done a good job of getting the ball out to their athletes and letting them work, Coach. They could turn around and score very quickly and put the pressure back on the Tigers here. But let's see what our Tiger defensive line does right here. We are going to get a whistle here.
I don't think we're doing heat timeouts anymore.
No, we're not, Coach, but I'm not sure what's going on there. Sending Hill off the field. I don't know if he didn't have a glove on, knee pads, something like that. Coach, I don't like seeing Caden Owen come on the field for Madison County.
Not tonight, at least. He has
been dynamic for them in the backfield. Here we go. Woodall's going to get the snap right here. Fake the handoff, pumps it to the outside. Catch is made by Harbin. Harbin sticks his foot in the ground. And great job, Azriel Lozano. Okay, and great tackle right there by number 4, Austin Kanzler. But again, Coach, we talked about it. They get to outside the hashes right here.
Their receivers are doing a great job blocking downfield.
And our linebackers are doing a good job of getting downhill, Coach. But when we get on our heels a little bit and those receivers are going north and south, it creates a little bit of a problem. The only thing here is Woodall is taking a long time to get that ball out. If we could jump a route or get a hat on a hat, here we go. Owen's going to get the ball. Great job right there. Looked like Xavion Hawthorne maybe made that tackle or at least slowed him down there. Yeah, that is Xavion getting up right there, assisted by Azriel Lozano. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6, Coach. But Woodall he's pumping, taking his time. But once he gets the ball to those playmakers, it's game over.
Yeah, no, it takes it a little bit of time to get it out there. But once it's there, they've got some dynamic, skill guys that are able to make a move or two, and they're shifty and very elusive.
Yes, sir, and here we go, 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers. Woodall goes out again. Here we go, flag quickly. Whoa, it's got to be on Madison County, you think, as quickly as that's going to be.
Yep, it is.
It is. Okay, I was going to say, it didn't look like our Tigers jumped, but as quick as that whistle blew, you had to assume that was on Madison County. That'll back them up behind the original line of scrimmage, the original starting line of scrimmage, bringing up 2nd down and 11 here. And again, you see Woodall trying to dump the ball off to Harbin. That's kind of been his go-to, Coach. Also be looking for number 14 down here. They got Hill. They're going nobody in the backfield here, 5 wide. And here we go. Woodall's pass is complete. Oh, no, sir, it is not. It is dropped right there by number 2, Braden Cross. That's going to bring up 3rd down and long here. And here we go, Tigers trying to get off the field here on 3rd down, Coach. But it does look like you said, that Madison County is going to be looking to pass a whole bunch here. Again, there's not a super sense of urgency for them yet, but the way we're running the ball and knowing we can hold the ball for half a quarter, they might not get the ball back here until the 4th quarter starts, and at that point, the game's almost over.
No, you're exactly right.
Here we go, Woodall's looking to pass. His pass is – that's a great job, Logan Newman. Really, I thought that pass was caught by number 3, Caden Owens, and so did Newman there. But, man, that pass hits Newman right in the chest. And here we go, 4th down. We are in an interesting part of the field. It does look, Coach, that they are going to bring on number 28, Hayden Brandon, to do the punting.
We will take that.
Coach, and we would be remiss if we did not recognize our championship sponsors for the 2025 Ardmore football season, Westco Incorporated, Ardmore Auto, Douthit Construction, Ruderman, Woody Anderson Ford, Elite Sanitation, Jarrett Walker Construction, Butler Realty, North Alabama Bank, Mark Lee Insurance, First National Bank, Ardmore Cabinet, and Fowler Auction. Folks, if you did not see, the punt gets off right there. Great job of Larson getting out of the way. It's going to be downed inside the 10-yard line, and that will be a CB&S Bank 1st down for your Ardmore Tigers as Larson and your Tiger offense come back out on the field, Coach. That first drive for Ardmore was picture perfect, 5 and some change off the clock. Great job of getting off the field, third down right here. And here we go, 5:21 to go, Coach. You'd love to see us go down and take a 28-point lead going in the fourth quarter.
I agree with you. And how about our quarterback being back there fielding the punch? You don't see that a lot, but again, that's the kind of versatility that Caden has. Is he's our punt returner right now, so that shows how good he is.
Yes, sir. And here we go. We're in Hulk again. Logan Newman with a lead block. Javian's going to gain about 7 right there. And, Coach, you know, we talked about it. The way our run game's been going tonight, Madison County really hasn't had an answer for that Hulk package, and it's also taking time off the clock. You know, you're not putting the ball in Larson's hands as great as he's done tonight. You're giving him a little bit of a breather, and here we go. Javian just running this offense out of the Hulk formation, following his blockers. Wow. He is going to get a CB&S Bank first down right there, Coach. And again, here we go, 4:40 and ticking. And it just looks like we're waiting for that play clock to get under 10 seconds. And here we go, snap the ball and go.
That's exactly what you want to do at this point. Again, limit the it looks like we got a guy down on the far side for Madison County.
Looks like cramps, Coach. It's not hot tonight, but it is humid, Coach. I mean, I know we're sitting outside today, and all of the papers that we are talking from are absolutely soaking wet. It is humid. Cramping could be an issue right here. Glad to see him. He walked off under his own power, and they got him off. Looks like a calf cramp. But here we go. We're still in Hulk formation, Coach. And again, they should wind the clock, and it should be a fresh 40 seconds on the play clock. You wonder if we go, yes, sir. And I know Javian's going to go here, but, you could run some time off. Newman's going to get the handoff right here. Great job of him just letting the play develop. And he's going to gain 5, Coach. And good for Logan Newman. A nice little wrinkle as we head into region play here in 2 weeks. Just kind of coming into his own in Hulk package, and we're just going to stay in it. Yeah,
you just you kind of wonder with what he was able to do tonight, kind of what his athleticism and his skill set, what he brings to the table. You probably could look now to see him more on the offensive side. As he scored a touchdown tonight, got a couple carries, fielded some kicks. Just a really good athlete out there.
Yes, sir. Great job of Javian getting to the outside, making some men miss.
Oh,
that's going to be close again to Coach. The only way they've gotten him down tonight seems to be by the horse collar, and that's a great job of Javian just sinking the hips.
Yeah.
Again, way more athletic than me being able to stop on a dime like that. CB&S Bank first down. Coach, we are seeing Larson come back out on the field right here. We're going to give Javian a break, but Javian, you see him bust it to the outside. Great job of Newman with the block, but here we go, busting the outside. Coach, one of our favorite players this season, Jalen Smith in the backfoot. Here we go, getting some carries for us. Braden McKnight.
There we go.
Jalen.
No.
He sticks his foot. Oh, man. Jalen's going to take it down inside the 10, but that is going to look like it's going to come back, and that's going to be a hold on the Tigers. You hate to see it. Coach, I didn't see the hold, and I'm going to, we can sit here.
Coach Snyder didn't either.
He did not.
He did not either. He's telling them about our trains and how fast they are and how loud they are.
And I think he might be using that. I mean, Chuck Tonini's a big man. He gets out on the baseball field, and, hey, great guy to talk to, great umpire, but he may be telling Chuck, I know what they're saying here in Gurley about these trains, but no, sir, that is not the case. And I think Chuck, rather than just telling him that he was wrong, he said, here's a flag on the play. We're going to agree to disagree here. But 3:03 to go here in the quarter. And, again, a hold, but great blocking by Braden McKnight there, getting us sprung for a big play. And here we go. We get the down marker.
Got to get them set.
And that's fine. We'll take 7 seconds off the
give
clock.
Give Jalen a little bit of time to catch his breath.
Yes, sir.
And here we
go, a fresh 25. And if I'm Coach Wales, again, here we go. Clock's running, play clock's running. We have 25 seconds. There is no rush. Jalen's going to get to the outside right here, Coach. He may do it again. He may do it himself
what
right
a
here.
Stiff arm. Oh, the turf monster.
The turf monster, Coach.
Hey, and again, we talk about this. When you got multiple running backs and you're bringing in a guy like Jalen in the third quarter, when these defensive guys have been getting hit in the mouth over and over again, and Hulk and Javian running in, and then you throw in somebody like Jalen with his speed and his not only his speed and quickness, but his power. It's hard to bring him down, and man, that's what you like to see and be able to utilize our running backs like that. Great run and great blocking by our offensive line and our receivers out there.
Yes, sir. And here we go. Handoff goes to Riddle, makes a man miss, falls forward. It's going to be close, Coach. To me, it looks like it's a first down. We're going to wait for the signal on the field. And they're sending it, Coach. That's a CB&S Bank first down. Great job of Riddle falling forward.
And you're just waiting now. You feel like at any moment that we're going to bust a long one and we're going to see a long touchdown run as we're getting closer and closer. And this is kind of our MO. This is what we do. We run the ball, and we're really good in the run game and passing as well. But in a situation like this, being able to run it. And here we go right here.
Coach, it looked like he jumped, and the call wasn't made right there. And to be honest with you, that's okay with the way we're running the ball. Short gain right there by Riddle, Coach. But again, we've now ticked under a minute and 30 seconds to go in the quarter. And to be honest with you, if we wanted to slow down, don't know if we will, but if we wanted to, we could take this under a minute, Coach. And I'm going to be honest with you, the way we're rolling here, we're going to run the quarter out, and it's going to be really tough on Madison County here. Down 3 scores already to try and get 3. Great job by Larson right there trying to do the hold counts. And here we go, 8 seconds on the play clock, and we're under a minute here. Handoff goes to Riddle, following his blockers on the left side. Great job of Landry Rubley, Brady Certain getting out there. Riddle's going to gain about 3 right there. 3 or 4 are going to bring up either 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 4, Coach, but we will have to run one more play before we go to the fourth quarter. And
I do believe we will be running it out of Hulk again. And, hey, I like our chances. And I'd love to see our yards per carry out of Hulk because we've hit a lot of long ones and just overpowered them. And I look for us to do the same right here as well as we've had a ton of success tonight in this.
Yes, sir, and it's really great to see this Hulk package kind of coming to fruition.
I thought that. For a moment there, I thought that was
yes, sir.
Mr. Riddle, but that is just Mr. Newman getting ahead of the game right here as we are going to look like we're going to tick down the fourth quarter.
Fours are up on the sidelines, Coach. Fours are up on the sideline. Coach Snyder is getting hyped. Ladies and gentlemen, we are heading to the fourth quarter. Your Tigers up 28-7. This is Ardmore Tiger football on the AHS Sports Network. We will be taking a break.
National Bank is a name everyone in the community will recognize. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I am First National Bank Vice President Crystal Tucker, and together with my team, we have over 120 years of hometown banking experience. We love to help represent First National Bank in our community, and we would love to be your banking partner. First National Bank, making communities great.
I think sputtered out quick.
All right. Hey, sorry about that long break right there, folks. Coach O'Donnell and I were trying, as we have all season, to get a football or a shirt. We'd like to shout out Peyton Barnett because she really tried to get one up here, and that shirt said no, it's not. Xavion. There he is. Great job of sticking his foot in the ground. Tackle made by number 7, Ryan Putman. And that is a CB&S Bank first down, Coach. And, boy, it is just death by 1,000 cuts tonight for the Madison County Tigers as we ran off nearly 11 minutes in that third quarter. And here we go again, just slowly but surely heading towards a victory tonight, which a much-needed victory here for your Tigers, building some confidence going into the bye week. Larson hands it off to Hawthorne again, sticks his foot in the ground. That's a face mask, and that
did he
right in front of the
Hawthorne? Does he have the butter hands? Can he not get it out? Because that was a face mask.
That's going to be a CB&S Bank first down, Coach. I guess we saw it from up high. Chuck Tonini's about 6'7" himself, but I don't think he saw it right in front of him. Maybe he said we're just not going to give it to him because of how the game's going. But it is going to be 1st and goal for your Tigers from what looks to me about the 7. Coach, again, we have the tent in the way here. Here we go. We're in Hulk again. Newman, and there it is. He's into the end zone, and that's Javian in for an Ardmore Tiger touchdown. Coach, is that his 4th tonight?
Could very well could be. I have not. I lose track after 2 or 3, but
hey, that's why I teach history and you teach PE, Coach, because math is not our specialty. It's fine.
That is correct. And he went about much like most of the night. He's gone 5 or 6 yards before he gets touched, and that bodes well for a good gain in touchdowns is when he goes that far without being untouched.
Yes, sir. And that's okay.
And he got up. Okay.
Xavion
had a good couple right here. We see him on the side. Great, couple big runs right there by Xavion, and I guess now for sure we've had 4 or 5 guys that have gotten touches in the backfield, and just man,
yes,
couldn't ask for much more tonight.
No, you couldn't. And Coach, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if that was a snap issue, if that was a hold issue. It is as humid as it is, yes. Coach. I mean, the ground's wet enough as it is. It is humid, so who knows right there. Unfortunately, we don't get the extra point, so it is only 34-7, 10:56 to go in the 4th quarter. And, Coach, I'm going to be honest with you, Madison County's been a little bit daunting here on special teams. Alejandro is kicking these pooch kicks as of late. We'll see if that continues here to prevent return. But you have to think that Madison County's about to pin their ears back and try and throw. And to be honest with you, Coach, the first play of the game, it looked like they could throw it deep because we had a missed coverage right there. And thankful for a drop ball. Otherwise, it may have been 7-0 Madison County Tigers early, and this game could have had a whole different feel.
Yeah, and we're looking over here at their roster, and their quarterback, that's in right now is just a freshman. And looking to the future for them, he's a really good quarterback. He throws it around pretty well, does a good job.
Oh, wow. And,
Did we got it?
Yes, we did.
We got it.
That's a great job, Logan Newman of putting his head down and getting in there. And, Coach, we had talked about it all day today. Newman been pulling up, and, Coach, we're going
oh, wow. Oh, my. I mean,
we're going to go to replay.
Goodness.
Newman has been waiting to throw some pass, and it took that second big hop. And, Coach, to be honest with you, that's all you can ask of him right there. And great job by the Tigers. I don't even know if that's the play design. It's really not. We're trying to prevent a long return there because they've gashed us all night.
And Gabe has done a great job tonight with his placement and how it's close to going out of bounds, but they got to get on it because we're right there, and Logan's breathing down their neck, and just great job kicking by Gabe.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Javian gets to the outside. Number 11, Caleb Harbin makes the tackle. Coach, you've got to wonder here. I know that the J train's rolling, but at some point, here he is. Okay, there he is. I was wondering when Jalen was going to come in the game right here because he about ripped one in the last drive, Coach. And again, here we go. They're going to let him have the rock right here. And again, you're up 34-7. The game is I don't want to say it's all but over because it's not over until the whistle sounds, but that's not an onside kick attempt by the Tigers at all.
No, it's not.
We're trying to prevent a return. We've talked about it on the broadcast. We've had trouble in the kickoff coverage this year and giving up some big runs, so we're just trying to prevent that. But like you said, Coach, they've got to get on the ball. And here we go, Jalen Smith for a CB&S Bank first down. They're going to keep him in, and it's just going to be another steady dose here of your Tigers. Coach, we have had the ball for 13 of the last 14 minutes of gameplay here since halftime, and this is what Tiger football is about: controlling the possession, running the rock.
Oh,
and boom! Look at great read by Larson, and he's going to get the outside. Lay it out, Larson.
Great.
He's going to be forced out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I was really hoping to see Larson get in there. It looks like he has some, grass in his mouth, grass in his eyes. Breathing heavy.
Great. I mean, and again, we talk about, we can say it about how dynamic he is, but, man, that was a great keep right there, and he has a set of wheels on him, and I look for us to use that in the coming weeks if we need to. But great job right there by Caden with the keep.
That's a great read right there by Larson. I know he's been a little bit hesitant. Great job, and that's Javian. And I think that is his 5th touchdown tonight, Coach. I'm going to be honest. I know Newman's got one, but I think we've scored in Hulk every other time. And credit to Javian, Coach. I'm not going to say that he didn't get his due diligence in regard to scoring much this season, but he has just been the bell cow. And on occasion, he does a lot of the hard work, and then Xavion rips a 40-yard run for a touchdown. Jalen rips a 40-yard run for a touchdown. And so great to see Javian getting in the end zone. And Alejandro that time knocks the extra point through, and the Tigers are up 41-7, 9:34 to go in the game. And, Coach, you have to assume right here, I don't know if Alejandro will kick it deep, but you have to think maybe we do something different. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. But at this point in the game,
now's as good of a time as ever to get some practice in if you do want to kick it long. But hey, I think we've kind of found our sweet spot on how we want to do our kickoffs, and that ball it tight ropes the line. And it's one of those where, you could let it go out of bounds and get a penalty, but also you got 14 just breathing down your neck.
Yes, sir.
And you got to fall on it, because if not, he's going to be there. And you saw right there, we got it.
I am glad to see number 6. He is back in the game.
Boy,
and that's good
I would try to avoid 14 at all.
Well, Coach, it's not any better. If you look who's right there next to Logan Newman, Coach, it's Jalen Smith and Dayton Bromett. They're coming down to lay the boom as well. That kick coverage on this side. That's why they're – and here you go. They're kicking it.
That one may get out.
And credit Logan Newman. He was going to try and catch it in the air. Coach, I've seen the Alabama Crimson Tide pull an onside kick like that.
Take that, Coach Spartman. We're talking about the Tide again.
Yes, sir. And Coach Spartman, if you are watching, don't feel bad. Coach Zerbel is up here, and we're not doing it to spite him at all. But in that instance, it did look like national championship. I believe that was 2016, Coach? 2015.
As Coach Zerbel is here tonight as a bus driver, we're happy to have him up here with us.
He is. If we had an extra headset, we'd gladly have him on the broadcast.
He's driving the bus tonight. I think he was driving the band.
And so here we go. Woodall gets the snap. He passes out to number 14. And great job by the Tigers right there. Really good job. That is Azriel Lozano. Great job, young AZ, with the tackle there on the short gain. Coach, they are looking like they're trying to set up, I don't know if it's a bubble screen, a slip screen, something like that right there. And they're getting a hat on a hat, but great job of Azriel just holding contain and letting that guy come to him and just holding on for dear life and making the tackle here. We're about to tick under 9 minutes to go as the Tigers are 4 wide with 1 in the backfield. Hill is in the backfield. Hill gets the carry, and great job right there, Lucas Green, stopping him right just after a short gain. That's going to bring up 3rd down, Coach. And again, I don't want to say that the game is over, but I'm pretty confident that the Ardmore Tigers will be heading back north towards the state line with a victory tonight and moving to 500 on what really is, I know we're 6 games in, but it is a very young season with what we have ahead of us.
Everything ahead of us. 3 big region games left that we win out, and we are, for 2 years in a row, will be playoff bound.
Yes, sir. And here we go. Woodall, he dumps it out right there to Owen, and he gets a block. Oh, Taylor Davis and Owen. Yeah, he did. And Coach, we talked about it, and as he heads to the house, he is extremely dynamic and
oh my, he's got quite the touchdown celebration.
Coach, did he just? Coach, I'm not even going to. I won't even. I know what that was, and we won't even discuss it. But that's a bold strategy, 41 to 13. But I guess when you can't compete with trains anymore, you got to do something different.
I would. That's the situation, and when I'm the coach, I kind of bring him a little closer to me and say, "Buddy, time and place. No
yes,
score.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Just hand the ball to the ref, and let's kick the extra point and just move on."
Yes, sir. Chavez on to attempt the extra point. 7:59 to go in the game. Chavez's extra point is good. Newman, have a day, Logan Newman. Nearly gets there and blocks it. And with 7:59 to go in the game, it is opposing numbers here up on the scoreboard. Your Ardmore Tigers 41, Madison County Tigers 14. Coach, we talked about it, and that may be something going into the next few weeks that our Tigers need to address, is that the past few weeks there has been success for teams outside the hashes with either completions or in some instances contained. Not that our linebackers aren't in position, but man, we just face a lot of dynamic playmakers, and they've been able to get north and south, and next thing we know, they're in the end zone.
Yeah, no, that'll definitely get watched back on film, and the great thing with tonight is we've been able to kind of do that ourselves and hit a few home runs, and I'll be honest with you, I'm probably saying, hey, after that one, let's try to get one more. Let's try to get one more.
Yes, sir.
In the
If
end
they're
zone.
willing to, if they're gonna go and do it, why not? I mean, we stole a possession there. The way Hulks run tonight, I mean, I know. Okay, and it looks like they may. We are prepping as if they're going to go onside.
Looks like we've got the
here.
hands team.
And I think that's smart. I saw Javian out there.
Kinda
Newman's in the middle. Larson's heading to this side. We do have Hazelwood go back deep, which I'm fine with.
Yeah,
and if they kick it deep, it deep. That's fine. We'd almost rather them. And he is going to kick it deep, and that's fine. We'll see. Maybe it gets a roll. Let it go, Hazelwood. Let it go, Hazelwood. Let it go, Hazelwood. Now you got to okay, and great job.
Yeah.
Okay, Hazelwood let it go. It looked like it was going to hold up on the one, and Caden almost went for it. It did cross the goal line. That's going to be a touchback, so it will be a CB&S Bank first down. But a great job by Hazelwood, not really trying to force anything. Hey, if you're going to kick it deep, we'll see if it does. And again, worst case scenario there, you pick it up, maybe you gain a yard or two. Hey, you're inside the 5, but it's better than giving up an onside kick and another possession.
No, I mean, this past weekend, you see a guy. You see who was he playing for? I think he was playing for the Steelers.
Yes, sir, he was.
And he did what you don't need to do, and gave up a touchdown out of it, I think. So to put a sophomore back there in that situation, he handled that with poise, like he'd been doing it for a few years. So good on Caden Hazelwood right there. And again, we have Jalen Smith in the backfield running for 5 yards and setting up a 2nd and 5 on the 25-yard line, and look to probably get a heavy dose of Jalen Smith right here as the clock bleeds a little bit. We kind of slow the pace down just a hair as we lean into the last little bit of the fourth quarter right here with a 41-14 lead.
Yes, sir. And you have to think that Coach Wales and Coach Snyder, both of them, are looking at Larson and Jalen alike and saying, if you don't see 1-0 on the play clock, we are not going to snap it. It doesn't matter what we're doing here. Jalen's going to gain 4 right there. Great job by Jalen, just fighting, falling forward for that extra yardage. And here we go. We're probably going to have another 20 seconds run off the play clock here, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
Nothing wrong with it, especially looking like we're going to have a CB&S Bank first. Oh, well, we're coming to the line. Again, still no sense of urgency. Larson.
Oh,
there it is. Again. There it is. Great job by Larson
there. Snap it when you can get a free 5 yards on their eagerness. I mean, that's got to be, 8 or 9. Like, you don't see that many sometimes in a full season. And for us to have 9, at least I would say 8 or 9 in one game. Oh, they called that on us.
That's interesting. Well, but here's the other thing in that, Coach. Okay, so
it
that makes it third.
It.
It does reset at 25 seconds. So we ran off, 30 seconds.
I'm not saying that we were trying to do that, but you do find a positive in that, and it resets it, and the clock will start back. So we did save some. We'll get to drown some more time right here.
Yes, sir. And so here we go. Larson calls Wise in motion. Jalen's going to follow his blockers. He's going to fall forward. He will be short.
Look at old Braden McKnight.
Yes, sir.
Number 7 running back there.
And again, Coach, we talked about it. A lot of young guys. Hazelwood's out there as a sophomore. McKnight's out there as a freshman. Jalen Smith's out there as a sophomore. Great to see these young guys making an impact. But, Coach, again, it has worked all night. We're back to 4th and 1. 18 seconds on the play clock, 17 and ticking, under 6 minutes to go in the game. and Hulk is on the field.
I'd love to see us bust one right here for a big touchdown.
High snap, the snap was a little bit to Javian's right, and unfortunately, that is going to be a turnover on downs. You hate to see that right there. It just looked very slow developing. I don't know if Javian didn't know that he had the ball in his hand. I mean, it was high and to his right, and maybe he just wanted to check and make sure it was in his hands, but it just kind of developed slow. I thought he was going to get there after he got met in the backfield, but again, you hate to give a short field to Madison County, especially after they went down and scored like this, but at this point in the game, Coach, we're playing 5:39 right now, and we'll see what Woodall does right here with Owen in the backfield with him. Owen comes across. Great job by Austin Kanzler to push through his block and get in the backfield. Great tackle by him, and it is now 5:30 and ticking right here with a fresh 40-second play clock. Brings up 2nd down and 12 for your Tigers.
Really good job right there, Austin, getting out there and dragging him down. He's another junior that we're kind of really leaning on to finish out the season strong as we get back into region play next week and big stretch.
Yes, sir. And here we go.
There we go.
Woodall, and that ball's on the ground.
That may be live.
It's not, but it's
really.
Hey, there we go.
Well,
Young AZ. We do have a penalty out there. It's in the area of holding. You have to think, right, Coach?
You would think that, or maybe a blindside, them coming, maybe a crackback, but you would think that it's going to be on Madison County. Our guys kind of turn around and shrug and put their hands up like, are you not going to call that? So looks like it. Do we wait a little while?
Yeah, I'm not sure. If they're calling it on us?
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, okay, never mind. There we go. We were going the wrong direction. I was about to say, I don't know what we would have done. Okay, I was going to say.
They're going to call it blindside right there, maybe.
They are, yeah. So it's going to be, so it was the shove in the back there on Azriel. That's going to bring up, it should bring up 2nd down and, Southeast Huntsville for Madison County here. But we'll see what's going on. Coach, while we have a little bit of game time and stuff is kind of turned to positive for the Tigers, why don't you and I talk about what we have ahead, because there is a lot of the year left as we go, as Woodall looks to double move right here. Caden Kyle, okay, well that 15 yards that we just gained back is coming back right there. Caden Kyle got on top of number 7 there before the ball got to him. So that'll bring that 15 yards back. It is what it is. It's still going to be 3rd down. But, Coach, again, 3 region matchups left for us. And, again, we're 0-3, so it's hard to say, hey, there are region matchups that are looking really good for us. But with Russellville being 3-0, with Fairview being 3-0, with Priceville being 3-0, Coach, the bottom half of the region looks gettable. We travel to Lawrence County on the 10th in fall break. Then we come home and play East Limestone at home, get them at home this year, which I'm very thankful for. Travel back down to Coleman to play West Point. And then we end the year with Elkmont. So you got to think we beat Elkmont. So we're looking at probably at 4 wins there, Coach, but we're basically going to have to be 7-3 to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and to me, obviously, you take it one game at a time if you're the team and the coaches. I'm kind of got. I know it'll be later. It'll be week 9, I would assume, but I kind of got that West Point one circled. I think that's going to be kind of the one that that maybe decides who gets in the playoffs. As this play rolls right here,
Owen gets the ball. He is going to be tackled, Coach. I'm sorry, right there by Azriel.
And I'm not taking
Azriel Lozano, as well as that is going to be Tyler McKnight. That's what I thought, Coach, bringing up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Coach.
No, you don't take any game for granted, and you don't put any in the wins or loss column. But I kind of look for that West Point game to be the deciding factor in who gets one of the last playoff berths out of this region. And And I think we'll
ball
be
on the ground, Coach.
I look for us to be able to get some guys back.
Oh my gosh, what a touchdown! That is that's some bad luck. Balls on the ground, everybody bites, and Woodall is going to pass for a 7-yard touchdown for the Tigers right there to make it 41-20. But Coach, I am the same way that you are, Coach. I think that West Point is going to be the deciding factor. Now, I would be remiss, Coach, if we didn't talk about the East Limestone Indians because you can be 0-9 going into playing your rival.
You're exactly
right. And if you beat your rivals and finish the year 1-9, you can call it a successful year. Now, obviously, where the Tigers are wanting to go, where this team, where Coach Snyder and the coaching staff wants them to be, that's not how we're looking at East Limestone. But that rivalry game and getting them at home, I really think is going to be big for our Tigers as we head into what really is must-win game, really seeing what your team is made of. We faced a lot of adversity. It will be really good. Hopefully we will have Alex King back coming out of the bye week. Larson has done a heck of a job being thrust into duty last week and done a great job this week of manning the offense. But that's blocked.
Logan Newman.
Oh, and they're not going to – okay, they're not going to – we can't return.
Logan Newman is putting himself in position for a Player of the Week, and I think he may have been up for the P4 Player of the Week last week. He has been all over the field and just goodness. He's had a great night, a great season, and I know, like you said, East Limestone, it's a lot like Alabama-Auburn. You kind of throw the records out the window. Last year we got a big win over them at their place. So they're wanting to get a little payback on us. But,
yes, sir.
This group right here has, like you said, faced adversity. They've gone through a lot just in the short amount of the time of the season. They got the experience of being in the playoffs last year. So I really like where we're at. We got a week to breathe and then, kind of heal up. Probably going to not be a lot of contact next week on the bye week.
No, sir. Short week for kids. Yeah. Short week for kids. Short week for us.
For us, that's the big one for
us.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir. And the downfall for the fans at home, Coach, they're going to have to go about 3 weeks without us because they're not going to have us next Friday. Coach, I know that you and I are both going to be traveling for fall break, so unfortunately, Coach O'Donnell and myself will not be at Lawrence County for fall break, but we will be back with you at home on the 17th against East Limestone, and that's a great job right there of Caden Hazelwood. The game has been getting a little chippy, I won't lie to you, and so better to just catch that. 3:31 to go on the clock, and let's just get out of here and hopefully head back to Ardmore as healthy as can be.
We got the wave going up here. While we got a quick second, Kelly, thank you for all that you do running the cameras. Cody Green for just running all over the place. You see him just about at every spot. He's probably walked 15,000 steps, probably 8 or 9 miles just here tonight. And then, of course, the man in our ear, Heath Haney, thank you. You guys make it what we get to do pretty easy. We don't have to do much. We just sit up here and say what we see, and you guys do all the heavy lifting. So we really do appreciate y'all for that. Appreciate the ones listening at home. We hope we presented this well to you tonight by what we've called and how we've called it. Thank y'all for listening in, and we'll ride for about another 324 with you guys, and appreciate y'all listening in. I know we've had a lot watched this year. Coach, appreciate you. I've enjoyed it. We got a nice little ride and meal tonight. Got to eat some wings.
Yes, sir, we did.
It's been a good night, so it's been a pretty good Friday, I'd say.
I agree with you completely, Coach. And, there's one other group that we would have to – and the J-Train – oh, man. Okay. Well, they're going to call a hold on Rubley.
I like
there are flags. Coach, I'm going to be honest with you. I was paying attention to where Landry Rubley was on the field. Coach, we got flags everywhere. There's laundry all on the field right now. I don't know if this was at my mama's house right now, somebody would be getting yelled at. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't see Coach Snyder or any of the offensive staff yelling. but
I wonder if it was one of those where I just want to throw mine to throw it to.
Well, the back judge has yet to throw one tonight, and Coach, he threw it about 25 yards. It is going to be against Ardmore, and that's fine. But we would be remiss if we didn't thank one of the group coach, and that's going to be our championship sponsors for the 2025 football season. We'd like to thank them one more time this evening. Wesco Incorporated, Ardmore Auto, Douthit Construction, Ruderman, Woody Anderson Ford, Elite Sanitation, Jarrett Walker Construction, Butler Realty, North Alabama Bank, Mark Lee Insurance, First National Bank, Ardmore Cabinet, and Fowler Auction. Thank you all for what you do. Again, thank you to the folks at home. Thank you to our staff who, like Coach O'Donnell said, makes our life extremely easy. We get to show up. We get to sit here with headsets on and just talk about what we're seeing and get to enjoy some Ardmore football on a Friday night, first fall Friday night in Alabama.
Feels a little like fall.
And, Coach, I really appreciate you being up here with me as we've managed to make it 6 weeks and been pretty consistent. So great job, Javian Riddle right there with a gain of what looks to be about 5 or 6. That's going to bring up 3rd and long. And you know what? We would be remiss. Again, we can't thank one head coach's wife more. Heather, would you turn around and please wave at the camera? No, don't duck down. Wave at the camera, Heather Snyder. Heather Snyder is the glue that keeps this thing going.
Yes.
As she is standing in the camera, and that's a great job right there of Javian falling on it. Heather Wave, the queen of Ardmore football.
Yes. She does so much behind the scenes that nobody sees. A lot of organizing. Yes. She's still waving away. We appreciate her. She does, and she always has kind words for us and always gives us thumbs up. Whether we're saying something good or bad, we could be butchering words left and right, and she's telling us we did a great job. So
that's right.
She's great. She's fixing her and all of our coaches' wives are fixing to make their way on the field here in a few minutes. They have a lot of time away from their better halves during football season with all the work and time they put in.
They're better coach.
I said they're least halves. I got it backwards on that.
Yeah, we love them. We love the coaching staff. We love them. But let's be real. These ladies do a lot for the Ardmore football program behind the scenes, and incredibly thankful for them. And really, we joke up here, but we appreciate Heather Snyder sits in front of us every week and has to listen to us through the good and through the bad. So thank you to her for putting up with the AHS Sports Network and Coach O'Donnell and myself. Alejandro is going to be punting out of the end zone, Coach. Not the ideal situation with 1:50 to go on the clock. But again, at this point, it was 41-14.
That may roll if it hits the ground. Not
it
like
is,
I thought
and
it
they're
would.
going. Coach, he didn't. Coach, I didn't see a fair catch. Coach, I'm going to be honest with you. I did not see a hand go, and I was paying attention. And that's a great job of. I think that was Caden Larson, Coach, of not hitting him, because inevitably, even if that wasn't a fair catch, everybody assumed it was, and you have to think that.
So he did not signal fair catch right there. So I don't know what just happened, but hey, way to be there. And again, that's our quarterback. He's been on special teams tonight as well, and just doing a bunch of different things. And big time shout out to him tonight, coming in here running this offense, taking the first team reps this week, and hey, helping us get 41 on the board tonight. Been a big one for him as we have a timeout.
Yes, sir. That's Coach Snyder. I don't know.
Coach Holt out there.
Coach Holt.
He's
and we still have the starting defense out there. And to be honest with you, Coach, I know that this game is in hand, but at the same time, I love to see the intensity with our coaching staff coaching these
every
boys.
moment is a coachable moment, and if you're not coaching it, you're letting it happen. And it's good to see them still out there, coaching them up and not taking any situation for granted. It might be something we see in Week 9 that we can't afford to let something like that happen, or in Week 8 or whenever. And if you can fix it now, that's one less timeout you got to take, or one less busted coverage or blown play you might have. So
yes, sir. And Coach, he keeps gesturing out there at the train tracks, Coach, I really think, going back to our conversation earlier, I think he's saying right now, they said that the train in Gurley is better than the train in Ardmore right now. And he's saying we're not going to let that be the case with a minute 39 out there. And that's a great timeout to give them a little bit of motivation to keep playing as this game, again, we're not going to see 3 scores here, but Woodall is going to look to throw. And, that's a great interception right there. There he is, Coach Austin Kanzler. Great job.
Fun fact on my man, he is the whole family die-hard Nebraska Cornhusker fans. Die-hard.
They are, Coach. And you know who beat the Nebraska Cornhuskers?
Your Michigan Wolverines.
Yes, sir, they did. They did.
I'm telling you, some weeks I come in and I feel the pain when they lose, or I feel the excitement because Chris, the whole family, they're great people. You see them running around town in their Nebraska stuff, and I feel for them. They're on the up and up, though. Raiola, I know they got beat by Michigan, but they're getting there. They're getting there.
Yes, sir. And good to see. There he is, Jalen Smith.
Here we go.
And he's forced out of bounds. And that's a great job right there of Jaston Riddle.
Jaston Riddle, younger brother of
taking one for the team
Riddle.
And just
he did.
Slowing down.
I will definitely have to make sure to let him know about that on Monday. And, hey, that is a name in the coming years you will need to learn to know, because Jaston, just a 9th grader, is a very big human being, and he is a good football player. You will see his name or hear his name in the coming years for sure.
Yes, sir, you will. And, Coach, to be honest with you, surprise to a lot of people, but he'll be out on the baseball field this spring.
Yes, I did.
He will be out on the baseball field this spring. And so going to be interesting to see what he's going to do, because he is a heck of an athlete. Obviously, you look at him, big body offensive lineman, but Coach, he runs like a gazelle. I think that the legs in the Riddle family, man, it is something impressive, especially when you look at Javian, the junior, and then you see Jason following him in, and Jason dwarfs him a little bit.
He does. We look. There's never a moment that we won't take to brag on the Riddles, as we've been told. So
yes,
we will be. we get told we brag on them a little bit, I feel like we brag on everybody.
We do. But you know what, Coach? If it wasn't for our photography staff doing such a good job of getting these pictures with the drone and on the sidelines, we wouldn't be able to brag about Javian Riddle. And so we hope that, Javian, you're appreciated, but also Caden Larson, we wanted to give you some love as well, because you did a heck of a job tonight, young man.
Yeah,
running this offense.
We love him. We're excited. It's good seeing 5 and 1 on the sidelines. Here supporting. There's so many times where everything going on. People are here, there, whatever, but you got 2 guys that are injured that are on the sideline supporting these guys and coaching them up. They've been walking back and forth to the tent, walking back. They're engaged. It says a lot about number 1 and number 5, and hoping they're continuing to get over their injuries. And hey, it's 41-20 with 56 seconds left. When you can do that and be able to have a lead and win a game like this, coming off 3 just physical games with injuries, coming on the road to somebody's homecoming when they've got a little extra juice, we'll take this gladly, put it in the win column, hop on the bus, get back home, hopefully hear our train sound a few times, and then get back to work and have a bye week before we get to Lawrence County.
Yes, sir, and this should be it. We're under 20 seconds to go, and that is going to be it, Coach. Snyder's headset is off.
Well, says I can place my order to Waffle House finally.
Yes, sir, he can. And Coach, I'm gonna be honest with you. He deserves an all-star special tonight with the way that he called that game. Great to see the offense have some success. You do hate to see a couple of those garbage touchdowns late, but the game was in hand at that point, and just a great overall job by the Ardmore Tigers tonight, getting back in the win column, moving to 500 on the season. So heading out of today's game, Madison County, they are going to be 2-4. They are 2-2 in region play. Everything still to play for. Your Tigers 3-3, 0-3 in region play, heading into our bye week with everything to play for. And, Coach, as always, I really appreciate you being here with me this evening. Really appreciate the opportunity to call this game. Thank you to all the folks at home that watched on both Facebook and YouTube. And we will sign off for you guys for about 3 weeks. We look forward to being back at home with you at Cooper Field when we take on the East Limestone Indians in 3 weeks. From Coach Patrick Cornell and Coach Brian O'Donnell, this is Ardmore Tiger football on the AHS Sports Network.
Caution. The temperature isn't the only thing soaring this summer. Call Ardmore Telephone Company today and upgrade your internet to move faster than ever. If you're a current customer, we'd love to discuss our internet options so you can connect to everything you need. Give Ardmore Telephone Company a call at 800-830-9946 today. Fiber is not available in all areas.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Whether you're buying a home, auto, or consolidating debt, CB&S Bank offers personal loan solutions. Or setting new business goals, our commercial loans can help you achieve them. At CB&S Bank, we're here for all of your banking needs.
National Bank is a name everyone in the community will recognize. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I am First National Bank Vice President Crystal Tucker, and together with my team, we have over 120 years of hometown banking experience. We love to help represent First National Bank in our community, and we would love to be your banking partner. First National Bank, making communities great.